I hope this is an ice cream related crisis.
Murder! Beasts!
Okay. Now that you have your Carmen Sandiego hat on and your ice cream man suit and your fancy glasses, it's time to solve this mystery.
Any murders back here?
Anyone guilty of murder over here?
And you guys
Does anyone
got...
want to confess to me?
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
I'm
Mr.
the
Ronald
Cardinal
Harlow,
of the
let me
Church of
insert.
Ice Cream,
I'm
here to
Sherlock
take
Holmes, a surveyor of
confessions.
refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor. What does that even mean?
Means I
You're
look at
trained
shit.
in
To conduct an extensive
Tewkesbury is one of
report
those
on the incident for the
cruelly
Colonial
English
Office
names.
and to assess all the
Tewkesbury?
damage inflicted on state property.
Tewkesbury.
Got it.
I believe.
Another paper.
Why do
woman
I
sent
feel
to
like I've
count money
heard
and
that
get food
name
for
said
our night
in
mob.
Hamilton?
Go on, look around, but don't make yourself
I was thinking
too
you
at
would
home.
hear it said in
As if I didn't have enough
Lord of the
problems
Rings
before
because it
you
sounds like a
appeared.
Hobbit
Could you
name.
first tell me what happened here?
What happened?
Tewkesbury does not
People
sound
from
like
the
a
bridge above
Hobbit
the camp
name.
heard a woman screaming and saw
Their
a mass
names
of
are all
refugees
like
attacking a
two
man,
syllables
clearly not a
max.
refugee. When
There's
the camp
literally,
guards
like,
came
a
by, the
hobbit
man was
named
floating in the
Tuke.
sewage canal with a
Yeah,
knife in
one
his chest.
syllable.
Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
Let's see.
I'm sure.
Baggins,
Thank you,
Gamgee.
Inspector.
Brandywine is 3 syllables.
Oh shit.
Did you learn
bitch.
anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks
Wait,
like a thug.
maybe that's
but
a
that doesn't
nickname
like him,
describing
fished out
his
of the sea over
favorite,
the past 20 years.
his
Ever
favorite
since
drink.
these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona
It is a
with
family
bad blood
name.
in them.
You've-
My best
you've
bet is that
lost
this
this
thug
one.
had something against
Are
them
they in
too.
the Amazon Lord of the
No
Rings
clue
show?
as to his identity.
He had some items on his body,
probably
but
not.
nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
There's a river and a bridge named
Do you
after
have any
these
suspects yet?
motherfuckers.
You're joking, right? I've got a
I'm
whole
sorry,
camp full of
named after the
suspects.
Hobbit,
If you ask me,
or
this bloke
After
had
the
it coming.
Brandywines.
Better bury
Are
him and
you-
forget about the whole thing.
are you
And now
sure?
there's a crowd gathered
In
at the
real
camp,
life or
and my
in
superiors say we must thoroughly
Mythendal?
interrogate the refugees.
In
At
the
least those who
Shire.
can understand any English.
I
Wow.
believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees.
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet.
Frodo
Since that's an
Baggins'
unaffordable
father,
luxury now,
Drogo
they're looking how to
Baggins,
protect
was
their
said to
public image.
drown in the
That's why
Brandywine
I have
River
to waste
with
my
his
time
wife
waiting
during
for
a
my people
boating
to
trip.
turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
I imagine being on boats is especially dangerous because they're so little.
There's a
And
friggin'
none of the refugees were
etymology of the name.
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's being questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
Here we go
Oh,
again.
sorry,
Number
Brandy
of hours
Buck
on Cordona
is
before stumbling
the
upon another
family
dead
name.
body.
Oh,
0.
Still 3 syllables.
yeah. But at least you know how they get it. At least you know where the
Yeah.
name's from.
Yeah. It's from the Hobbitish words for oral sex.
Oh,
A
someone
blood
was...
trail leading
Damn.
to a furrow in the ground.
Someone went ploop.
Someone
Clearly a
did like an
left-hand print
anime
here.
kung fu move.
Wait, which anime kung fu move?
The one where you slide your foot on the ground and you kick up a bunch of dust, and you use the dust to blind your opponent, and you rip off their jaw.
Someone bled profusely here.
And then you bleed profusely.
Oh,
A fresh
like
crack
the most
as
powerful
if the
attack
crate
in the
was
Street
hidden
Fighter
secretly.
universe.
What's that? All I know is the Chun-Li kicks and the Hadouken.
Cody's ground sand technique.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why carry pocket sand when you could just get that shit anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
What is this? What is in this huge cauldron? What is this potion? It's so hot.
I think we put I
big
think
heat waves coming off this potion.
I think we put Drodo Baggins in here.
That's Drogo Baggins' body. We're making a big pot of Drogo Baggins soup.
Yep, let's
The
check it.
traditional Hobbit funeral.
What is this?
A simple leather sheath. Perfect for a dirk.
I don't like the way you said that.
£1,000. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona.
It's not the big
Malpal,
bucks.
soaked with salt water.
Oh,
Man,
Malpal's
I really-
the cigarette that guy we're looking for.
Yeah, I really like that they had the mini bills back then. Bills these days are so fucking long, but those pound notes were like card-sized, playing card-sized.
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment.
Motherfucker! Why do you know everything?
The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
Yeah, what they don't ever show us is Sherlock reading so much shit.
It might have been
Yeah.
used as an improvised weapon.
Like
He spends 4 hours a day doing
hint of
mysteries,
blood
4
or
hours a
impact.
day sleeping, and then 16 hours reading every book.
yeah, like he's learning like
But
sewage
even that doesn't
protocol.
make any sense, right? Because a ton of books that would have been published as scientific books at this time
The
would be
cut
full
is
of
deep,
lies.
potentially serious if not treated immediately. He is in shock, feverish.
Yeah, I'll
and
be honest.
dehydrated.
I've always been really
Sherry, you know first
skeptical.
aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
Yeah, how do I do it?
Sit on the wound, put pressure on it with
What,
your butt.
what do you want me to do?
It's the Drogo Baggins technique.
Bruised hand.
He's despising.
Here's,
Maybe he's better off dead.
I'll see if I can find a bandage.
The
Yeah,
refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified.
oh look.
That will kill, not save him.
Oh no, damn it. Oh, I'm looking
You
looking
need
for the
healing
medicine.
natural herbs.
Yeah.
It won't do any good.
What?
Sherlock,
Eat-
Sherlock the
eating
type
reeds?
of guy. Sherlock the type of guy who can
Just wash.
pluck
Better than
grass out
nothing
of
to
the
bandage the
ground
wound.
and use it to cure all your ailments. Do you need the big? Yeah, you need the big vat. You need the soup, the goo.
I'll use it to create a solution.
Okay.
I mean, you guys got any aloe vera?
You guys got any analgesics? Who's got a Neosporin?
Yeah,
You remember that advertisement? You know, the one that's like Neosporin. Haha, yeah, I'm the cardinal of Mystery Town.
Oh,
I
oh!
can use this to stop the infection from spreading.
I found
I'll
aloe
place all the
vera.
ingredients now to prepare the first
Oh.
aid solution.
That's gonna soothe his skin. That's gonna make him nice and sleek.
Hold on, let me do
him
some
a healthy
chemical.
glow.
Let me do some chemical analysis on this clean water.
I like to imagine that as we're looking at this abstract screen, in real life, Sherlock is just whapping the aloe vera against a wooden table and then pounding it with his fists like an ape until it becomes a jelly-like compote. I'm glad we get to see you do this again.
Yeah,
This is
I'm just happy.
The best.
I'm just happy that Shady isn't here to see this.
Although, it seems like you're gonna get this one pretty quick. You
I-
only need, yeah.
I am gonna get this pretty quick. I've already solved it.
Yeah, except you've plugged everything into the wrong shit. It's like you don't even look at what you're doing.
Oh my
It's like
god!
you just gesture around the screen with your mouse and
Yeah.
hope everything. Dude, you gotta look at what you've made, my man.
What have I made?
You needed to plug the 2 into the guy.
Oh.
The red 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So I just-
yeah. The best part about this, what are you doing?
I wanted to see if I could just plug it in there, but I can't.
You already have a guy for the two. Okay, whatever, man.
What? What did I do wrong?
You used an adder when you absolutely didn't need to. It's like you aren't looking. It's the weirdest thing in the whole world. Like, you look at things one time and then never again.
Man, listen. It's tough having
Just to be clear, you had one of those little addition icons with one thing plugged in. It was doing nothing.
Look, it's tough out there.
It truly is tough out there.
Thank you.
This should make you feel better, my
Vera.
friend. Now remain lying down and drink as much water as you can.
My
Well done,
collagens.
Sher. At least he won't die from the infection.
Yeah, good thing we found aloe vera.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Just leave him on top of the festering rag pile.
Someone was dragged against their will.
I hate when that happens to me. Hey
I
man,
hate when I'm
back
over
off.
in the corner doing my shuffle and someone drags me off.
let me measure your skull. Damn,
Yeah.
grumpy and hostile. When he's hanging out with these ducks?
The dyad. The diumvirate.
If I was hanging out with these ducks, I'd be like playing with them a little bit.
You ever tried to play with a duck?
Yeah.
What kind of games they play?
You just they try to bite you, and
May
you
I
try to get
ask for your
them.
assistance?
I
To
uphold
bite
the
you.
law, so I'm not answering your questions.
You have to look more like a cop. So by playing with ducks, you're just antagonizing
Carnelian
them
agate
until
beads,
they
a
bite
traditional
you.
African adornment.
Yeah, and you just chase them around.
Put on your cop clothes and talk to that cop.
I don't know if I can change my outfit here. Oh. I mean, I didn't have a talk icon. I was just checking to see what was up.
Okay. We'll do
Yeah.
the next thing.
I should probably look at the... Do you think I should look at the dead body?
I guess. That might be important to the case.
I don't
Look at this
recognize him.
It's Lennon with a wig.
Hey, look, what's this vegetable pile?
Looks like a lot of eggplants, some giant okras.
Wait,
They grow
what is
they grow the big okra over in Cordona.
What is that big one at the top?
Ultra melon.
Yeah, like some sort of a melon.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So what do you think got him?
I think it was the unfinished division sign on his neck.
A steel dirk, sharp. A common accessory among sailors and soldiers.
Methinks
up?
thinks we know the sheath
interesting
for this
tattoo.
dirk.
Does it mean something?
Oh wow, you don't know something, Sherlock. What's going on here?
I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however the wound is too messy to be certain.
Well, I know a circle, circle, dot, dot is a cootie shot. So what is a line,
Heavy
line,
boots,
dot?
with one sole far more worn than the other. This man was limping, John.
Is this our guy?
Crack this case wide open, he's got a limp. I think this might be the bad guy.
Wow.
Coal dust under the nails. I don't see much coal around here. A violent
Oh.
death.
All
This
right.
man, limping. Coal dust. I think we're onto something here.
So the bad dude is already dead.
Cuff him, John.
Okay,
We're gonna
I'm
do.
reaching
We're gonna
for the
do.
screen.
We're gonna do the thing that they did to that Pope.
Oh shit! I threw my bolus at the screen, and now my computer's a mess.
But it's like
Find out about the passage, everything will go to hell.
Yeah, pull out your camera. It's for their low salary. Okay. What is Jackson office? Okay, easy.
they're worried they put it where they'll lose the money flow.
Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
The coppers smell fishy here, Sheriff.
Hey, what's up?
Perhaps we should
Hey,
sniff
you talking
around in the
about
camp
human
a little more
trafficking?
thoroughly.
Like, what do you
Sherry,
think?
Just
what?
look at this. Living quarters in a
John.
sewer.
How did
What
you
kind
do
of a
that?
genius bureaucrat came up with this idea?
What are they? Some sort of teenage ninjas?
God,
Right.
Minister of Parliament Splinter. Okay.
I got that eyeball thing, which means there should be something to eyeball.
Okay.
So let's
Well,
see.
Get to beholden. There's a speech bubble.
Yeah. So do I become a cop? Hold on. Don't look at me.
I'm looking at you.
No. You can look.
Oh, okay.
Is this cop?
Yeah, I can look at Sherlock
No.
getting indecent. No, that's Sailor.
Is this a cop?
That's Bum.
This is a cop.
There we go.
Now where's my cop hat? There we go.
Close enough, yeah.
Now, where's my cop facial hair?
Oh man, a plague doctor absolutely can't be a cop. The cop chops. Do cops like eye patches? What's a cop's face look like?
He's a pirate, clearly.
There we go, yeah. This is
Hey, man.
This is a real badass cop.
Hey, man.
This is the cop who does SoundCloud rap.
Back off.
Damn it.
Yeah, not him. Maybe him.
Could you help me? Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
I gotta make sure that that's
Are
the
you
right
sure this
thing.
is the right? Yeah, the right icon. Talk to the
Yeah.
case participant. The people are the talk to a bystander. The speech bubble is talk to the guy.
You still here?
Here's some evidence.
I
I look like
I'll
you
just look
now.
around.
You should like me.
I don't. I don't know.
Provide evidence, you fool. You had another option.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm ready to provide evidence.
What's the they live handshake again? Oh yeah, connect some stuff. Coal dust under the dead man's nails. Coal footprint. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Hey, man.
You still here?
Look at all this evidence I have. I've put together fully half of this case. Camp intruders.
What's up with
body.
this?
Bother someone else with this, son. Your
doesn't
problem,
like
not
that.
mine.
I like that you're
Your problem,
again. You're
not
doing
mine.
this by vibes. You're reading like 2 words.
Yeah, I don't
Each
think I
piece of
have
evidence.
anything that he would respond to.
What's going on?
Your problem,
What,
not mine.
Like,
no,
that's
look
it.
At look at the what's going on at the refugee camp. What is the end of that?
This is the one that John. We should do this
okay,
before we leave the
put it in
camp
the
for
log.
good.
Okay. And here we go.
You think?
Provided first aid to the guy.
Don't bother someone else with this, son.
No.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything.
Well, hold on. What's the character portrait of Ronald?
Don't bother someone
Ronald?
else with this, son.
He's He's the guy on the outside who we talked to
Yeah.
get in here.
Okay. Do we have a photo of the bad man? There.
I've already told you all I've learned.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we have
Yeah, this
anything
isn't
that
the
would
bad
interest
man.
him.
This is like a different guy.
Yeah. I don't think we have. That's why I don't think he's the case participant. And I have a feeling the threatening,
So
which
do you
is.
think the guy outside is the case participant?
I think this might be him.
Do you know anything about this? Oh, I don't know about that.
No,
Ask one of the others.
that ain't him.
Huh. Because it seems to imply
Because
that.
like, if he's not the case participant, then he's some interactable dude.
Yeah. And there's still evidence around as well.
Okay. It's not the goo soup. We've already used that. That's extremely clean water. Can we pluck out John's eyes and put them in a bottle, and then maybe they'll point them to a piece of undiscovered evidence?
He's not a cool enough guy.
Okay. He's
For
not a
that.
legendary vandal.
No. Hey, man.
Give me some evidence. Why did I help you? Your life is worth nothing to me. Yes, House Manister. Today we are playing as Sideburns Lock. Sherlock Chops.
What if Wolverine was a baby?
Mutton Chop Holmes. What if there was a baby Wolverine? John's looking at some stuff. Okay. Well, this is probably it then.
Look at this police boot.
boots. Always happy to trample evidence. A man's footprint.
So that implies that because the footprints were who we saw getting dragged, right?
They were someone
A heavy
getting dragged
boot
away
with a
from where they
worn-out
were.
sole. You know what? I'd like to understand.
What?
How did our dead man end up inside the camp in the first place?
That's a good question. Probably through the smuggling tunnel, right? The cop smuggling tunnel.
But the thing is that this seems like the tunnel,
Yeah.
and he would have gone out here. But the way that the crime scene's set up,
Well, he just needed to get into the camp, right? So he probably didn't come in through the front door. So he probably came through the smuggling tunnel, then went into the camp, tried to get someone out of the camp, and then someone killed his ass.
what do we think of this?
Someone was dragged against their will.
This was probably him dragging someone against their will out of the camp, and then someone caught up to him and killed him.
All right, let's go. Let's go look.
Mob Prop wishes for us to stop copping. Stop cop and roll. Yeah, go to the stink tunnel. Stinky tunnel. We're still missing evidence, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't even have all the key evidence yet.
Shit.
Yeah. Where are you
There's
hiding?
too much stuff around.
Too many guys, like, who are showing up as yellow.
I don't know what that means. Yellow.
Okay, are you gonna work now?
Oh, it's because we had an additional clue. Okay.
Strong gate. Unopened for a long
Sealed
time.
shut. I doubt our man could get through these grates.
Mod Prop, what is wrong? You must voice your objection if you want us to stop.
No, but also I won't accept any objections.
Okay.
Oh,
Ghost boat. He just wants us to stop
boat
the stream.
It's
unlikely.
anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards.
He just wants us to stop to play Baldur's Gate 3.
We will not be bullied out of making content. The world needs content we are here to provide. There's
Yeah.
a blue way over there.
Yeah, it's a ladder. Did he climb this ladder?
Yeah. No,
No,
it's too
it's
short.
too short for these walls or cliffs.
Damn, you're telling me it's too short?
He probably has a big rope,
Oh hey,
a grappling hook, a grapnel.
look at this Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm. He's menacing us. This man is just says 8 feet short. Sherlock doesn't mince words.
Oh, it's
A single
Pommel.
malpal butt.
This dude came over here and smoked 45 cigarettes. What do you mean a,
A single
butt?
malpal butt.
No,
A
no, no,
single
no,
malpal
no.
butt.
I found the butt out of the pile.
Okay.
Roadman cigarettes.
So I think the implication
highly
here might be
regarded by
that
law
our
enforcement
actual
officers.
guy.
So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we
Yeah.
have everything we need to get the full picture of what happened at the camp.
I wonder if he is a cop.
Mod Prop, we're chasing a guy who's trying to cover up a rich dude's sexual assault stuff.
And art
What's
crime.
up, Shady? How does Shady see it? How is it, and how do you see it?
Oh, look at this guy. There he
I mean-
is.
This man is tied up in many crimes. There he is, evil Colonel Sanders himself.
Alright, so this is someone.
Enjoying that wicked chicken.
I don't think it's this, but I do love this.
Yeah, it would be great.
Okay. Okay, that's also very
Uh,
funny. But let's go. I want to start back here.
Okay. Yeah, he was dragging.
Ooh, yeah, I like this vibe.
Okay, someone...
That guy.
Okay, maybe. I mean, we know in the end, evil Colonel Sanders was stabbed with the dirk. Wait, what is the difference here? It's stick versus.
Yeah, the stick didn't work. Is what one thing we know.
Oh,
Wait, no, I don't think it's changing this.
Oh, it's whether he's pulling her or defending her.
Oh.
Yeah, Shady, we're doing pretty good. At least I am. Pat, has anything horrible happened to you? How are you doing?
Man, what if it's this though? What if he's exfiltrating?
I mean, we know that's not true because he was dragging her. Is there like a butt impact? Yeah, no, there's broken beads.
Yeah, there is a butt impact.
Yeah. Butt impact, the horny sequel to Final Impact.
What's the footprint thing there? I'm trying to remember what these. Oh, there's one. No, this doesn't look right because he's coming the other way.
Shady says, thinks hard about Pat's horrifying past. You do not know how close you are.
I think
Pat went through phases.
I think it might be this because we have evidence of his feet facing this way.
I guess, but eventually the dirk arrived in him.
I think that's.
Whoa!
Oh, these things are there. What's
Some
another
goof 'em
one?
ups.
And here he's getting stabbed. What about this? We got one with him getting stabbed.
I really like the narrative of him fully magooing it.
Yeah, that one
all
is
the way
good.
In the water.
This one actually makes sense though because look where his hand is going, and that's the bloody print.
Yeah.
But we really
that
do need him to
made
get.
sense that he was facing that.
We really do need him to get stabbed at some
Yeah,
point.
he's gotta get stabbed. Okay. Wait, so do you think maybe he magooed it into the water and accidentally stabbed himself? And Shady wants to know if you had an emo face. How would you describe Dark Patrick?
Oh, it does look like he's been magooed.
Yeah,
in this one.
He done. Yeah.
Oh, so like the idea is that he kicks it and he falls on his own. Oh yeah, look at the knife.
Oh my god. I love this. I want this to be
So
true.
we have a thug who came to take a refugee woman with him. She resisted, but he dragged her by force. One of the refugees stood in his way.
Dumbest
armed with a stick,
motherfucker alive.
Yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a blade.
Pat, the chat-
It would
Man
depend.
didn't anticipate
It
that
depends
the
on how
other
you would
refugees
define an
intervene
emo
and stand
face.
against him. In the confusion, the woman managed to break free.
Why don't you tell them your
The thug
like,
took fright and
top
fled.
3 high school bands?
He was stopped by the falling crates. stumbled
I
and
feel
fell,
like
piercing his
emo
chest
was
with his
more
own
when I was
blade.
in middle school than high school.
However, the wounds
Just
didn't
name
cause
them,
instant death.
coward.
He managed to stand, but still bleeding.
The
lost his balance on the
one
bridge
I got
and
into
fell.
first is probably would have
Before all
been
of this, the man had
okay.
freely
The
entered
3
camp through the main
probably would
entrance.
have been
The
Under
police
Oath,
admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
Silverstein, and
There we go.
Seosin.
You live by the sword,
Uh-huh.
you die by the sword. In our man's case, it's the same sword.
That would have been the 3 big emo.
Oh, those were your emo bands. Yeah, I mean, I feel like given what I know of your history, by the end of high school, you had gone on to different things.
Yeah, just blasting the Shins and Mountain Goats.
Yeah. Shady, to give the concise answer after giving the longest possible answer to your question, Pat, I don't think he ever really could have been described as like an emo kid, but he definitely listened to a lot of sad music in Vermont.
I owned when I was in middle school, 99 actually every t-shirt I owned was from Hot Topic.
Okay, then maybe in middle school you could have been described as an emo kid.
But yes, it would have really been. What else are we missing here? John really wants us to talk
Shady
to
says,
someone.
"Oh, a ska man." Yeah, he was listening to the saddest imaginable ska.
I gotta
Some
say,
real divorce ska.
I was never really a ska guy. I got really into Goldfinger at the end of, like, very early middle school, very late elementary school. And then I had a dalliance with, Streetlight Manifesto, and then that's really it.
I don't know, I had a brief, House Minister doing his best to post trumpets. Doesn't appear to be working. Why aren't trumpets happening?
Why would they happen? Oh, wait, who is this guy?
Mr. Harlow, your refugees didn't
It doesn't
murder
look like
anyone.
there's a...
What?
Yeah. If it's
Pray
not a
tell me what you've
Twitch
learned.
emote,
All right, listen
House
carefully.
Minister, it
This
doesn't
might
work.
solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not an offensive stab, shall we say.
we didn't notice that at all.
The
We just
refugees
really
didn't
liked
touch
the
it.
Magoon
And judging by
narrative.
the blood at the scene, the intruder
Well,
managed
we
to raise
also,
himself,
like,
but
we're
was unable to
constantly
walk very
seeing
far.
that the dirk
He ultimately
that he
fell
would have
into the camp.
used
But
was what
How
he
did he sneak into
had.
the camp? Why
Yeah.
didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean.
You're not
There is
dull-witted.
no
You're
feasible
just
way to
the
get into
color
the
of,
camp without the police guards
of
knowing it.
spoiled tofu.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Wait,
Anyway,
does tofu
I
and
thank you for your
spoiled
help,
tofu
Mr.
look
Holmes.
different?
I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the
If
police
you
aren't
really,
detaining the
I think if you
refugees any
really
longer.
let it, if you
You
really
go
let
back
it
in and look
cook.
for your witness.
I know that
Do you
it.
think one small clock can make any difference in this place?
I know
Who knows,
that it
John?
would have,
Just one
like,
ill-fitting cog could make the whole machine
supremely,
crumble.
like, if you poked it, it would, like, fall in on itself. Oh, I should show this to someone?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh! Now I can probably talk to someone.
Shady taking you to task for your tofu ignorance.
No. So what is it? Inquire with people around. Yeah. Hey,
Can I ask you a question?
They often take us from the camp to work. Most don't mind, though. It's the only way to get a glimpse of freedom.
nice.
Was that depravity in the photograph one of the workplaces the refugees are taken to? And all the while the police look the other way. Ugh, typical.
I feel like this game is being really unfairly critical of refugee camps.
Hey, do you know this lady?
Excuse me, just
Usually
one
they
question.
go super
Sorry.
well.
We don't see much here.
What about you?
Help me, please.
Sorry, we don't see much here.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds. I thank you greatly.
That's right. We're
The police
heroes.
didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Nayla?
Nayla. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them,
You
I
can
need
trust me.
Nayla's help.
I'm
Will you let me
a
speak
cop
to her?
with Gerard.
There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Nayla, if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
Mob prop, we're not a Frenchman, we're an
Hello, Nayla?
Englishman. It's so obvious. Who is
My name
Patrick
is Sherlock.
Stump?
I know someone hurt you. I am here to
I
help.
have to Google
I'm
Patrick
trying to find
Stump.
the people involved.
Oh,
and
hey,
bring
it's
them to
her.
justice, please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I
Oh,
simply
Fallout Boy.
must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people?
Patrick Stump got
Christ,
more of a
Sherlock.
round, boyish look, and he doesn't have any. He
Naylor,
doesn't have any
I'm-
Vicodin wrap face tats.
Yeah, I
sorry.
feel like you'd have to look up
I'm not-
like
I'm not
your
very
local
good
sex
at this.
offender registry to find someone who
Come here
looks
for
like
me.
this first.
But you are rude and cruel and condescending.
True.
A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
No shitty version of that one guy from Flight of the Conchords. Yeah,
Oh yeah, Gerard.
the one who was in.
that
Jermaine Clement.
Not my best work, John.
Yeah,
By a
the
long
one
shot.
who was in
Naylor doesn't want us meddling.
That-
I'm starting to wonder
that
what this
show
all
about the
achieves.
psychic guy.
But she helped you anyway.
Legion.
Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore. We can still catch him.
At least some of your kind have a hat. Thank you again. At least some of your kind have a hat. Thank you again.
Mob prop. The hot dog vendor is our tulpa and boyfriend.
Yeah, any of you guys refugees? No. Oh, I should probably.
Hot fogs. The
May I ask you something?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
the local specialty, the Cordonan loaded hot fog. Various types of alimentary fog mixed in a big balloon that you inhale.
Interesting. We're gonna have to look this
Mod
guy
Prop,
up.
we have not established who tops in the Sherlock-John relationship.
May I
I'm
ask
sure
you
we're
something?
sure there will be a sex
Sorry,
scene at some
we
point. We
don't
just
see
haven't seen
much
it yet.
here.
John's gonna yell at me.
Is this familiar to you?
Why am I gonna yell at you?
Other
We
John.
don't see
Would that
much.
drop the
This
H?
isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Oh, maybe he wants me to dress up as a local. Hey, look, I'm one
Yeah.
of you.
They don't love cops.
I'm one of you.
I don't know if that's really.
Oh, that's right. I wouldn't be.
Michelin-starred hot fog restaurant.
But they're also refugees, so it doesn't really make sense to look Cordona. Do I want
Right,
to
that's
look?
what I'm saying.
Do I want to nips out then? You think?
Yeah, maybe they like nipples. I don't know, dude. John wrote down a note. Maybe just read his note.
According to the refugees, some shady people regularly visit and take work is usually hard, but refugees for freedom girl those views, supposedly taking such work, decide not to allow their women to be taken.
So maybe maybe you need vagabond costume because it's shady people. But look at John's diary. See what he has to say.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just consequences.
he's just yelling at me.
He's just mad.
He's so mad.
Oof. We've lost his trust.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
No.
Maybe I would have thought it would maybe have to be. So the first person that talked to us about it was a
Yeah,
woman.
Shady has pointed out that the icon means we need to speak to the case participant, not crowd.
You still
but
here?
The fact that John was reacting to the crowd made it seem like maybe that was an option. But maybe we were dead ass wrong.
Your problem, not mine. Your
Doesn't know
problem,
him.
not mine. Don't bother someone else with this, son.
I think we want to figure out who these shady characters are, who are taking people out of the. Yeah.
Who else is the case participant? Oh, you think I should talk to him about this?
That, yeah.
The guards at the sewers were speaking about
Oh, look.
taking refugees out
Oh,
of the
look, I
camp.
was
Do you
right.
know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put
You
them on
better
the
watch
right
what
track.
you say
if
to
that's
me.
what
I've
you're
got 3
asking.
daggers on my
Maybe your
bare
friends at
chest.
City Hall could do something about it, but I
In bad
seriously
peripheral
doubt that.
vision.
To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads.
So there's a
I'm
smuggling
sick and
ring
tired of
in the
being
camp.
frowned at for my
This
uniform, so
wasn't
I've
the
lost
first time that
interest
someone
in the
freely
conduct
entered
of
the
the
camp
police
to
at
take a
large.
refugee out.
At least it was
I'll just
certainly
look
his
around.
last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we find out where the thug came from.
Which we
Some
did.
Voice line collisions.
Let's see. Oh yeah, maybe we should ask him about the tattoo.
I'll just look.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Go.
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point.
It's a
Do you
big
know anything
Scott
about it?
Steiner sword.
You really want to know, kid?
Lord
What?
Big Brock
You wanna play a policeman
Lesnar
or something?
sword.
I'm sure
Yeah,
you have
that's
it in
what it
your
is.
record.
It's
the
so
George
it
Clooney
won't hurt
sword.
If I have it in mind.
In my records,
wait,
it's
no,
just a tattoo.
Dave
as it should
Ben
be.
Affleck.
The Ben
Ah,
Affleck
to hell with
Phoenix.
Yeah,
Suit
there it is.
yourself
Back
as to what you're going to
Phoenix.
do with it. Off the record, though, such tattoos are often connected to a man named
I
Mr. Niccolo
eventually got
Bernadotti.
there.
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scaladio. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has.
Man, I wish I had a
These are
secret
mere
crime
rumors, you
tattoo.
see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged.
Get one.
Right?
Damn, true.
You could just get one. I know Modprops thought about it.
No, but I want one. I want one that I've gotten because I'm part of a criminal enterprise.
Pat, if you want to do that, I'm afraid you'll have to do some crime.
I know. I mean, listen, I'm up for the crime.
Modprop, you've thought about getting like full-on Irazumi. Intensely criminally affiliated
It's an
tats.
archive, right? I wonder which archive. Maybe the cops. Oh no, he's a high-ranking official. So City Hall, maybe.
One day Modprop's gonna join the gangs. Katie says you shouldn't have lasered it off after you left the dirty ska underworld. After you committed all those ska murders. The skanking killer of Vermont.
Yeah, that's when. Listen, that
A lot of French Canadian grocery store shoppers turned up dead.
man, you shouldn't even joke about that kind of stuff.
Why? Because you've thought about it like so often. Shady says they call me the Scar.
Bro, man, I don't want to drudge up the past, John.
Yeah, you don't want to reveal your bigotry on stream.
My bigotry towards the
French
Quebecois,
Canadian. Yeah.
the
The rude Canadians.
I mean, listen, not even Canadians care for the Quebecois.
Yeah. I'm aware of this.
Not even the Quebecois care for the Quebecois.
Now that I'm not sure about. They did try to declare independence.
Did you see there was a meme going around of like someone who kind of kickstarted the Tamagotchi TikTok NPC trend?
Uh-oh. Pat, you've declared your hatred for a random, like, ethno-linguistic group inside the white diaspora. Here comes Modprop with his very specific hatreds.
I mean, Modprop doesn't even really get to have it because, like, listen, the entire side of my father's family is Quebecois, right? Like, my dad's first generation, English was his second language.
Where's the thing we need to go to?
Oh, it's right over here.
That's the desk. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Okay. It's metal.
Occupation,
Military.
England. Now?
England. Yeah.
Thomas Thornton.
That's not the name.
Thomas Norton.
There we go.
I was thinking of fucking.
You were thinking of the Old English Thorn.
No. I was thinking about the Alpha Protocol man.
Okay.
Oh wow! So he's a Brutish envoy. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a respectable sort.
Yeah, you aren't. Oh.
Yeah, we need the tat.
This only appears if I can search it up here, right?
Yeah, if it has an icon on it. Shady says, no mas, Thornton.
Scaladio.
What are the, Modprop, what are the options for classes in Baldur's Gate 3?
There's a lot of class. You can also multi-class.
Yeah, Modprop, don't paste the whole list. I'll just Google it.
But no, the Quebecois hating Quebecois thing I was talking about earlier. The person who kind of kickstarted the meme of the TikTok trend of like the people going like, ice cream. Oh
yeah, she's French Canadian.
Yeah, in the middle of one of her streams, she just yelled in French about how much she hates Quebec in the Montreal government.
Wow, great. Okay, so there's 12 classes in Baldur's Gate 3. And here they are in alphabetical order. Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk.
Are you gonna put in the subclasses?
Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard.
Man, I've played Dungeons and Dragons, and I could never fucking tell you the difference between a wizard, a warlock, and a sorcerer.
Warlock casts less spells, but they recharge on short rests. And they have a bunch of cantrips and cantrip-like advantages. Wizard has a lot of spells, but a slightly smaller total number of spells they can cast per long rest, and they have to prepare spells. Sorcerers can cast multiple, a larger number of spells per long rest from a shorter list. And they don't have to prepare spells, and also they can do meta magic, so they can split spells and stuff like that. So hopefully that helped Modprop, and I wasn't just doing a hyper focus on stream for no reason.
I just liked it in Baldur's Gate, or in Divinity Original Sin 2, where there was one that was you turn guys into chickens. So this guy loves selling coffee. Noble patron of the arts. Ooh.
Bringing an airship called Led Zeppelin across from Germany.
Man, what's next? Is this guy gonna make a stairway to heaven?
What a lovely man this Bernadotte is, eh, Sherry? Can't wait until we get to meet him.
So talk to a case participant about this.
Shady says, sorry, there must be more depth. Can you explain further?
Yeah, there's
Don't try and trick me!
There's I believe that there's 40-something, 45 subclasses
you can trick Pat.
in Baldur's Gate 3.
There's at least 3 per class. Wizard has 1 per school of magic. So yes, there are a lot.
Yeah, no, I think the 45 number is close. There might be more.
Modprop solo bard.
Well, wait, which one? Whichever one's Driz Durden.
Just a lonely man singing to himself. Driz Durden's class is sexy dark elf.
I'm curious, how did Mycroft recruit you? I doubt you're a field agent. I imagine you work with intelligence.
That's correct. Your brother noticed me when I tracked down a spy at the archives. That's how our cooperation began. And you? Did Mycroft force you into this?
Not at all. We simply have a mutual interest in someone. Or something.
Of course.
He's my brother.
I'm sure.
And he's a jerk.
Well, I'm his younger brother. I have to accept the consequences of being a close relative of an official figure.
I suppose in a way,
as you can tell, I'm the black sheep
Mr.
of the family. I'm the
In the
Hunter
remotest way
Biden
possible, Miss Thoney.
of the Holmes family.
Maybe I should ask our art friend. Wait a minute.
Shady says, check that Thomas Norton doc again closely while we're here. There's something we probably missed. Maybe that he's affiliated with.
Yeah, that he's with his cabinet in
British
City,
envoy.
pointed the British with City Hall. That's why I was asking the City Hall lady.
Graduated Oxford. Military commissioner in India. Yeah, another place that the British Empire sent their best and nicest people.
Well, I want to look at something real quick.
Bony face.
I can at least mark this down. Southeastern Scaladio.
Bazaar Road near the crossing road. There's Bazaar Street. There it is. It's right there. You were right on it. Like, Roman is that one. The one that's crossing right there.
Hey, can I go see the envoy? I want to ask him.
I have an appointment.
I want to see if he has a devil costume. Actually, have you met him? Does he have a devil costume? Oh.
Unfortunately, there's a line of people doing transcendental meditation outside the door. Asemic mumbling. Oh! Hello! Hello, Thomas! Alright, go get him.
You're under arrest. I think I can poke it.
Don't try any funny business. I have 3 daggers.
I have 3
2 nipples.
I have 4 daggers. No, I have 5 daggers.
5 full daggers.
And a gun on me. And an imaginary friend.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
Stand there while I look at you. Oh, that's where I think the devil horns would be here.
Yeah. But I don't see them. This isn't our man.
Wow, he's so sweepy. Wow, he's so busy.
Oh, there's this big medal.
Never
removed.
He's so proud of all the Indian people he murdered.
That medal actually goes through his shirt and then also through his pectoral. It's a piercing. Yeah, he says, I'm here to stab folks and bear nips, and I'm all out of nips.
Red stain.
Wine, question mark?
Why does I feel like it's leading me to remorse? Because of the never removed, well worn.
I think it's...
This is the party goer text. I mean, yeah, the rumpled clothes and the order of the bath is what indicates to me that he'd probably be more in remorse than a party goer.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Indicate the lazy attitude toward his duty. I don't think that would be true if he's so proud of this badge of merit. I think he would probably be more of a duty-bound guy if he's that into being a pawn of the.
Look at all these children teeth I collected.
Yeah.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
Is that the wax? Is that the wax thing?
You confess to me, so I'll try to be polite.
Is that the same thing that's at Disneyland, or what?
Are you from the press?
I'm here because of Naylor.
There are now multiple Madame Tussauds all over the world.
Lad, if you won't tell me why you came, I'll call for someone here to sort you out, if you get my meaning.
Just one. And I think it was in England.
Hey, look at this look at this photograph.
Do you recognize this man?
We definitely look alike. But you have the wrong person.
Really? Then you won't mind if I pass this along to the newspaper?
All right. All right. Is this about money, as you said in the letter? What kind of sum are we talking about?
I've never written a single word to you. Bribery, not my style.
So, that letter, it wasn't from you.
Well, it appears that more and more people in the city are finding out about your despicable hobby, doesn't it? You're in the clutches of justice, and very soon they will squeeze you. It's in your best interest to cooperate.
Fine.
Soon this place is
now
going to
we
be
have a nice
crawling
little
with bare-nippled
Do you drink,
marauders.
Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Man, if I were threatening
All the best discussions are
public,
accompanied by a glass of whiskey.
you know,
But
people
out
in
of
high
respect for
public
you, I won't
positions,
drink either.
I wouldn't
Respect?
tell them my real name.
It's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners?
Yeah.
My name is Thomas Norton.
You gotta
a British
adopt an
envoy in
alias,
Cordone
like
on a
Deep
military
Throat.
mission.
Yeah, I'd be
So,
like, I'm
where do we start?
Sherlock Holmes.
Boniface Mercurio. Does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
In the spirit
Not
of
motive
Deep
to kill
Throat,
him.
I would refer
Maybe
to
I did,
Deep Throat
but
and
listen,
the conversation we
I know
were
how
having
this
earlier.
looks, but
I would
murder?
refer to myself
That's
as
on another
Dildo
level.
Daggins.
I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Or Dildo
Mercurio.
Shaggins.
Well, him, yes. I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence.
What happened at the
So,
party?
let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I feel like you
vaguely
did a
remember
bad
that
thing.
night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry.
It's
I
so
completely
atypical
lost
of me to
my
be a sex criminal.
sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to
Harsh.
engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault.
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
The painting that depicted
got-
you in the
we
image
were
of the
both
devil was stolen by
unlucky.
a mercenary.
I just slipped
Did you
and
have anything
fell
to do
into
with-
sex
I might be a
crime.
rotten person,
Oops.
sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes
Surely you
is not in my
saw
daily
you saw
schedule.
my
And buying the painting
my
in an attempt to hide
hitman
the crime.
earlier today,
Is that
Magoo.
on your daily
It was
schedule?
basically
What
the
would
same
you do
thing.
in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position, yet here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes, and I'm no exception.
You mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple
This
of days
reminds me
ago,
of a thing I learned about
received
Jerry
an anonymous
Springer
letter.
recently.
They
Which
said that in
thing?
the art gallery at Caravansary there
That
exists
when
a
he was a
painting
politician,
that incriminates me. The
the
blackmailer
thing that
made
got
it
him
clear
kicked out of
that
local
if there is a
politics
painting, then a
was
photograph
going
exists too.
going to a
And I
Jack
should be
Shack
wary of what it might do to my
and
reputation.
paying
What does
with
the
a
blackmailer
check.
want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party.
If
Up
only they
until
had
the last
Cash App
moment,
back then.
I hoped he was bluffing.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't. As you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
Jerry
burnt it
Springer
as soon as I
paying
read it.
paying the Jack Shack
I've left
through
enough
WeChat.
evidence. There's no need for any more. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the Crown. I made a mistake. But I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will
I'm not a
benefit
bad
precisely
guy
no
from a
one.
Sherlock Holmes
Rotting in
mystery.
prison is the least you
I don't
deserve,
know,
but I have a
dude.
better
Considering
idea.
how
You
loyally
will
you
make
serve the
amends
British
and
colonial
help the ones
state,
you
I think
hurt.
putting you behind bars is like an unmitigated good thing. What? Okay, I guess ask him to help the refugees.
Is this a choice?
Because Neela is a
Use
refugee.
your connections to
It would
help
be
patriate the
weird to
refugees.
just
Find
ask
them
him to
decent
help.
homes. Give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all.
Oh, we
Naylor
get to do
deserves the
both.
very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to think this all
her to
through.
be poor.
Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
Woke. Sherlock wokes. You didn't like
I can't
that?
believe
You
this
didn't
game
like that
has the
one?
woke mind virus.
Woke Lock Holmes.
Everyone knows that British imperialism is a psyop. And actually they were super nice to everyone.
Yeah, it's all CG. Think about it. If they were really starving themselves in protest, how come they were all alive?
Check and mate. Owned with facts and logic.
The
strikers.
The stuff I was sharing with you earlier of the people who don't believe in the nuclear bomb.
Mm-hmm.
The one that the comments that really get me is
Shady says, "You think this one's woke? Just wait until the Awakened." Sherlock literally grows a third eye.
interesting.
Irrelevant.
Interesting. The one that always got me was like, oh, the nuclear test footage is using CG.
Yeah, truly impressive shit. Cause like, they do know, right, that this footage had been seen by millions of people.
I thought you were gonna say that computers
CG
weren't.
was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, computers weren't a thing.
I mean, computers were just barely. They just barely existed by like the late 1940s. But
Oh,
yeah,
I thought
around the time the Trinity experiment would have occurred, yes, that would have been like, you know, Alan Turing was alive and working for the crown. He had not yet been chemically castrated and like.
Because I was gonna say,
pressured to commit suicide.
like it's the Enigma machine, right? That's often considered like the first computer.
No.
What?
That's just inaccurate.
Which one is the first computer?
Some people consider
that Alan Turing made.
Alan Turing didn't make the Enigma machine. He made a code breaker that broke the Enigma machine's encryption, and it was a mechanical it was an electromechanical computer. A lot of people think the first computer was Babbage's divided difference engine, which was a purely mechanical computer.
When was that?
It gets really fuzzy when you start including things like calculating devices, right? The divided difference engine was in the late 1800s.
So you're saying we could mechanically
Turing
create
was the person
CG.
who formulated the concept of Turing completeness, but the code-breaking machine that they used for to break the Enigma was not Turing complete. I think if you're looking for like modern electronic computer,
what was the code-breaking machine called?
ENIAC. It was called. The Bombay.
Wow. They should have used my name.
Just called it Patrick.
I was gonna say they should have called it the Enigma machine, because Bombay doesn't even exist anymore. Like, what's going on, man?
To be fair, they kept it secret for a very long time.
Constitution Bizarre Road near the crossing Roman Road.
Oh. The Bombay was developed from a device known as the bomba. In Polish, bomba kryptologiczna, which had been designed in Poland at the Biuro Szyfrów by cryptologist Marian Rejewski, who
Can I
I've
ask you
been
a question?
breaking German Enigma
I don't
messages
answer
for
questions
7
by
years.
your sort.
Is this it? Is it?
I think the advantage of the Enigma of the Bombay over previous machines was that it was faster.
Is this it?
That's Bernadotti Limited. Get in that door.
It seems they're not expecting guests.
Damn,
I will
Modprop
wait for an
shitting on
invitation,
Turing's
John.
legacy. Modprop, maybe aim away from Turing. Dude did not deserve what he got. He was betrayed by the British government as hard as anybody.
Yeah, everyone's getting it hard. In Oppenheimer, the movie goes, oh man, the FBI just
These
killed
workers don't look like your average Cordona folk.
his
They're refugees from the
girlfriend.
Oh, they just killed her.
Yeah, and they killed his girlfriend.
Why?
That's what the movie presupposes.
Shipped from Cape Town. The wine route from colony
Keep
to
him
colonies.
focused.
I mean, you can look.
I don't want Oppenheimer horny.
You can-
We want him conserving his seed.
You can look
Shipped from
into
Cape
the
Town.
kind of legacy
route from
and
colony to
story
colonies.
of Jean Tatlock. She was like a socialist advocate.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And but the movie goes like, oh man, Oppenheimer brought his FBI tail to her house and they murdered her. The movie, the movie.
Yeah, because her death is officially
Porcelain
attributed
friend
to
for every
suicide.
child. Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sir, I would prefer not to talk to you.
An essential remedy against sea scourge on any ship.
That's our way in, Sherry.
This? Hey man.
Hey, yo. This is private property. You lost something.
Her dad burned a lot of her correspondence.
You should, John, you should look up for me so I can get your reaction.
To John gargoyling, being a candy-coated gargoyle in the corner of the frame. It's good. You
What?
guys present it like imagine this crew shows up at your door. What do you do?
Oh my god, John!
You fucking give them whatever you want. That's what you do.
What do I say?
Here to see Bernadotte.
I'm here to discuss business with Mr. Bernadotti. I tried the front door, but
John,
Bernadotte isn't
I want
seeing
you to
anyone.
Google something
You'll have 3
for
seconds
me.
to walk
I want you to
away
go
or
to
you'll
Google
never walk
Image
again.
and search
Vito.
this.
it's in Mr. Bernadotti's best interest to...
One.
Oppenheimer jean dress India.
Jean dress India. There's a Florence Pugh nude scene.
But look at there should be like an India dress thing.
India dress thing. There's like a weird CGI thing.
The Indian, I guess whoever would have distributed it, just put like a rough CG, like a really rough CG dress over her that looks.
It is quite mysterious.
It is so weird looking.
It's like it's made of Vanta Black.
It's so weird. It is so weird looking.
Listen, the man Bernadotti sent
A
it...
cosmic dress.
Hit him.
Yeah, kick his ass. Don't leave. There we go.
I got
Trying
5
to resolve
knives.
this peacefully?
That'll teach you to count at me. Oh man, this is gonna be a combat sequence. It's time to shoot a lot of men's hats.
Oh yeah.
Coming.
Oh, one of them is coming. Yeah. I like that they're covered in bottles. That dude had 2 bottles, one on each side. Moth Twitch, we're still in the midst of crime solving. Crime still exists, unfortunately.
Ow! Don't bother moving. You've lost. Take a rest, my friend. Snuff's
Moth
ready.
Twitch, he's dressed in like the blanket you would use to pad boxes that you have packed in a truck.
No more crime for you until next month.
Give him the snuff's ready.
It's like a quilted jacket liner that he's like, no, this is cool on its own. You just got a knife thrown at you.
Time to knock this. Overcome him. Don't rush.
Sorry, man.
Give
I
him
meant
the
to do
pepper
this.
snuff.
Yeah, give him the pepper snuff. Yeah, blow on him. Blow your dust at him.
Too simple.
Use your Sherlock dust. If you believe, clap your hands.
Oh shit! Hold on one second.
It won't work this one.
Mothwitch asks, does he go in his mind palace to shoot a dude? It's
for
only
you.
when he gets in one-on-one fist fights with guys that he goes into the mind palace to protect him from atmospheric bullets. Alright. I like it when multiple cries of pain intersect.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
And it's like, wow, Sherlock's really getting these guys. They're getting dust in all sorts of places they don't want dust.
Take a rest.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Wow. $10?
Just $10.
Alright. Let's look for crime.
Yeah,
Any crime
it's time to
here?
Find it. You don't have any
Jerry,
new
look.
clues that you should
This
be using to
seems
look
familiar.
for crime?
Ooh.
Oh, some artifacts.
Boobies.
Yeah.
Ooh, pee-pee.
All
a
the
Dogon
things
statue
you want.
from West Africa. A century old at least.
Wow.
Come on.
Masks, traditional for the Chokwe people of Central Africa.
Yeah, Mothwitch, this is a trove of stolen shit. And Mothwitch, just don't ask
VH Brindley
Modprop
float blue
about any like
This is what lies behind the
white
facade of
diaspora
Bernadotte Company Limited.
ethno-linguistic group. Just avoid it. Just avoid it.
Oh. Hey,
Oh, look at this guy.
look at this
An amazing
guy.
piece of culture. I imagine many collectors and museums would be interested in having it.
Yes, we did
Sure they
take
would.
it.
We were interested in it, and so we got it. So is this a painting?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's the nasty Satan painting.
Vogel's stolen painting. Isn't it curious how it developed into a much more interesting case?
Hey, man.
Mothwitch, Queen Elizabeth was gleefully saying, "Boobies!" the way Pat was earlier.
No, sir.
Mothwitch, this case is
Don't
about
hurt
the
me.
arts.
It's all right. I won't harm you.
Like you didn't harm the folks on the way here.
Don't come any closer. One step and I'll shred you to pieces.
Right.
Go ahead. I like
Go
that.
ahead. Make my day.
Righto. Yes. Yep. Well, excuse me, sir. I think I hear... I've got to... It's better I leave.
Mums? Mumsy?
Wow, that was as if somebody put my words in your mouth. You
I mean-
acted so much like me.
Sherlock Holmes has read The Secret. He knows how to mog.
Ooh, Zeppelin.
Mothwitch, this can't shred me. I'm a mummy. I shit in the pool and I win fights.
Holy shit, this place is much bigger than I expected.
I mean, most of these doors are closed, it seems like. What's up, John? John wants the money. He wants into the cash register.
He wants to become an accountant.
The Bernadotte Company Limited trade network reaches the most distant colonies of the Great Empire.
It must be very convenient for a man like Bernadotte.
I suppose it's Mr. Bernadotte.
Look at the British mummy.
Wait, which one is Bernadotte and which
it's
one's
Mr.
the governor?
Bernadotte with our fine governor.
Is Bernadotte the one on the right, or is he the skeleton?
Or is he the statue?
Or is he the statue?
1875.
Bernadotte always dresses like one
John,
of the
how many
muses.
people in
Always
Dresdona
dresses
have
like
a
Athena.
photograph with the governor, do you think?
You definitely don't
Which
have
luckily
one.
no one else can see John in his
I have
ice
a
cream outfit.
family.
Or unluckily. I think he would be an incredible asset.
Ooh, I want to go to a ball.
Yay, a party. We can go there in our matching ice cream outfits.
Wow. Hey.
Spare me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not going to throw my pepper snuff at
all
you.
the guards
No.
just to talk to
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it was this guy.
So the Crypt Keeper, yeah, the Crypt Keeper is definitely the mayor.
Oh wow, a little girl. Oh yeah.
A mobster with a family? I love that this is full on Don Corleone.
For a second I thought he was drinking a cup noodles.
Just like a slightly more fit Don Corleone. That's right, Mod Twitch, Italian. So I'm gonna have to mute Mod Prop.
Hey man.
Whenever you're ready. I'd hate to intrude.
Yeah, stand there for the next 5 minutes.
I love that he's giving you room to observe.
Do you think he wants... How does he think he'd feel if I got him a photo of Spider-Man?
I think he'd feel neutral. Alright, 3 lines is the... Mod Prop, not all Italians are fascist. They just invented fascism. The 3 lines means you're a big man. You're a big cool guy. We don't get to find out what that dick did.
Married?
Wow. How could a mobster have a family?
Had a pellagra.
Mothwitch says these folks ain't ready for Spider-Man.
He's a cruel gang leader who isn't afraid of getting his hands dirty to show off his position of power. Hard worker in his youth, he grew hatred towards the world around him and continually expects trouble and is always ready to make some. Raised in a poor family, he had to work in the fields from a young age, and this led him to suffering pellagra.
Severe deficiency of niacin.
But the effect of this was just shown on his skin. He refuses to hide this under fancy clothes. And you might always remember where motives and identity were born.
Okay.
Alright, what's this one? He's a harsh gang leader, descends from the working class, being raised in a poor family to work in the fields at a young age. Hard work under the sun, he overcame his disease, what the effect is still shown on his skin.
Yeah, Modprop, no one feels good about the Mussolini still being a political dynasty in Italy. No one likes that except the people who vote for the Mussolinis.
Despite being comfortable now, he still distances himself from high life, keeping his clothing and appearance quite conservative. Bernardotti's men have similar tattoos.
And I guess Mothwitch, because
have tattoos in the same style, and the
Mussolini's
tattoos
a girl boss.
most likely a code.
Okay.
Wow, these are extremely similar. Wait, the tattoos most probably a code that represents different ranks.
Yeah, it seems like it could easily be both.
Because they're not super different. The only difference really is the I guess the only difference, so it was either he came in for family, worked in the fields, from a working class, raised formally, he had to work in the fields. Hard work under the sun and bad nutrition led him to suffering from pellagra. Is that where pellagra comes from?
It's from vitamin deficiency, yeah. So you know, I mean, Italy had a very bad economy at this time.
He overcame the disease. Can you cure it by eating eating lemons?
You need niacin.
What's that?
What are
that?
sources of niacin? Let's see.
I can't imagine he's gonna go to the Walgreens and pick up one of those bottles.
Niacin comes from red meat, poultry, fish, brown rice, fortified cereals and breads, nuts, seeds, legumes, and bananas. So, I mean, I guess it's probably different from berry. I know a lot of.
I was just thinking because there's like a lot of lemons in the backyard.
Yeah, berry is a thiamine deficiency, but they're both B vitamins.
Yeah.
Mothwitch says just drink kombucha. All of those Italian children toiling in the fields in the 1890s should have just had a hickin' kombucha.
I think the only difference is really if he's ruthless or if he's calculating.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just pick one.
Because
which do you like? Which Bernadette do you prefer?
I like the hardened hand. I like the ruthless one with the hardened hands. But
yeah,
the calculating...
I mean, this is basically you CYOAing your, like, who do you want to be your personal crime daddy?
But this one does bring up the gun, which the other one does not.
Okay. I just think, like, in the Mafia Pat timeline, where instead of doing this stream, you're standing outside of a strip club eating a muffaletta sandwich.
What's that? What's muffaletta?
It's a meat. Here. Muffaletta. It's a type of round Sicilian sesame bread and a popular sandwich that originated among Italian immigrants in New Orleans, Louisiana, using the same bread. Was that useful?
No. Okay,
it's a sandwich. It's a big sandwich that an Italian mob man might eat.
So but what's in it is bread and cheese?
Okay.
Is that it? Is it just bread and cheese?
Okay, let me read you the ingredients of a muffaletta sandwich so you can decide which crime daddy you want. The traditional style muffaletta sandwich consists of a muffaletta loaf, split horizontally and covered with layers of marinated muffaletta style olive salad, salami, ham, Swiss cheese, provolone, and mortadella. Quarter, half, and full-size muffalettas are sold.
That sounds incredible.
I've heard it's good.
It sounds like a better meatball sub.
It doesn't have meatballs in it.
Right, but it has marinara.
Did it have marinara? No, mortadella.
What is the thing that's on it? I thought there was a sauce.
Oh, it's like an olive paste, an olive salad.
Before that.
Okay.
The muffaletta bread cut in half.
Okay, let's reread the ingredients. Layers of marinated muffaletta-style olive salad. Salami,
marinated.
ham. Yeah. Swiss cheese. Provolone. Mortadella.
I do really like olives on my sandwiches.
Okay. Montwitch says quarter, half, and full size are sold. I'm glad that we spent so much time on the muffaletta. Now, which crime dad do you want to work under while eating a muffaletta? Ruthless or calculating?
I think I'd rather calculating, but does this guy have calculating vibes?
Sure. Look at his eyes. They're piercing.
Because, like, the thing with ruthless...
Shady says, what spells can the mortadella get? A mortadella actually has access to all spells, but it has to learn them individually from spell books. Mothwitch wants to know what's in the muffaletta style olive salad. If we're going all the way down the muffaletta iceberg.
Yeah, I've never heard of an olive salad before. I'm looking this up.
I'm hearing it now described as olive spread as well, which seems more logical. What is muffaletta spread made of? Stir together green and black olives, olive oil, capers, red wine vinegar, shallot, garlic, oregano, salt, and pepper.
That sounds incredible.
It does sound pretty
good.
good.
Okay, I'm looking. You can, in your local grocery store, you can go and get olive salad. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
I'd eat this.
Yeah, I bet you would. Now pick your crime, Dad! Do it!
Does he seem more ruthless or does he seem more calculating? I feel like...
I think this is totally subjective.
I think this is... Okay, here's my pitch. Mm-hmm. It's calculating because that guy wasn't there to kill the woman. He was there to take her.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Shady, are you rejecting the muffaletta on grounds that it has olive salad on it, or on the grounds that it has to learn spells from spell books?
It looks really good. I might look for a jar of olive salad. So it's called, in this, it will also have olive salad on it.
Mothwitch asks, you ever had a bofa salad? And Shady wants to know if we've ever had a pellagra salad.
I'm gonna look into getting this muffaletta mix, and so I can put it on my sandwiches.
Yeah, Shady wants the sorcerer points in meta magic, which means, Shady, you probably want to go for just a classic panini.
Niccolo Bernadotti, I presume? The name is Sherlock Holmes, and I'm afraid
I'm beginning to hear that it could be called an olive spread.
Is that so?
That was like
the
a
man
weird
who sent
breaking
to the
news
refugee
report.
camp failed in his
I heard it
task. He
from
impaled
Google,
himself on his
okay?
own blade. Clumsy and chaotic end.
Jesus Christ,
For a
we've
man
been
who
solving
just
this
broke onto my
captivating
property,
mystery,
you
and
are
chat.
more
The thing chat
businessman
latches
than good.
onto is this
You
muffaletta
have my
distraction.
attention, Mr.
I love
Holmes.
olives,
Do
man.
not waste it.
When I was a kid, and it was like Thanksgiving and the family was over, I was like a fiend for the canned black olives.
You were the Yoda going back for 30.
Mr. Bernadotti, do you know the
Absolutely,
name Boniface
I'd put them on my finger,
I do
each of my fingers, and eat
Mercurio
them.
was a local artist. Recently, a man broke into
Was
his
yours
apartment,
a
ransacked the
a
place,
fluffernutter
and
household?
killed him. The thief was looking for something.
Was that something you
This is a really dark story
moment, the connection
that I'll
reveals
wait
itself.
for Sherlock to... Okay. We were a fluffernutter household until one day my sister opened a brand new jar and there was a mouse inside that had gorged itself and died.
Oh my god.
And so I've never had fluffernutter in my life again.
Shady, you're gonna be so disappointed by this.
It's just marshmallow.
Fluffernutter is like an American ass food in that it's just like store-bought white bread with peanut butter and marshmallow fluff on it.
Yeah. The marshmallow, I think nostalgically about the marshmallow fluff, but I was there. I saw the dead mouse just inside the jar.
Yeesh. And yet you did not become world famous DJ Deadmau5, as Modprop points out.
Why would
As
I
I
be?
said,
Why?
your
What does that
man
have
was
to do?
found
What
dead
is?
in the refugee
Saw a
camp.
dead mouse.
He was there to kidnap a woman, but the other refugees
Yeah, but it
intervened to
wasn't
try
a
and
5.
save
There
her.
was no 5
The
there.
ensuing scuffle resulted in the man's accidental suicide. He sported the
Katie
same
says
tattoo
this
as
is
your
why
man in
the
this building.
Empire
In
fell.
fact,
Bro,
it also bears a resemblance to the
did
one
you
on your neck.
ever get? Did you ever? You want to know what's like really next level
You have
fluffernutter?
no idea what you are talking
Get a little bit of.
Bananas on it.
I can assure you this
bananas
was
are
no
good,
kidnapping.
but also like
The
put some
refugees in
honey
the camp are on edge.
on top
Wow,
of
yeah.
the
There
peanut
is a
on top of the
tragic
peanut butter.
accident, one
Yeah,
I am not
they do a wild
responsible
chemistry
For
together.
what reason was your man there if not to abduct her?
for. Why would I answer? You are yet to justify your presence in the slightest.
Oh, I'm here for a robbery.
I was hired, privately, to investigate the recent theft of a painting from an art gallery. My investigation led me to a man from your
Mothwitch,
organization.
Fluffernutter
and
is also
thus
what you
to you,
feed a
Mr.
toddler
Bernadotti.
if you just want to
That is
make them
quite a
very
stretch.
happy for a short
Why would I
period
need
of
to
time.
steal a painting when I could buy anyone I wanted?
Interestingly enough,
I love
spotted
marshmallows.
the stolen painting
Shout out to
in your
marshmallows.
storeroom.
Yeah,
buy and
Modprop.
sell
I think
a lot of
Modprop is
things,
saying
Mr. Holmes.
that Dead Mouse literally got the name
if
from
this
the
is true,
experience
it
of
is not
seeing
the
a
first
dead
time
mouse.
I have been sold stolen merchandise.
What do you think I should?
I presume you
So
hired
should
the
Mosswitch
owner
is
of the
recommending
gallery.
the cheddar
Tell
cheese
them
and
to
peanut butter
contact me.
sandwich.
Should
Which
Julie?
sounds like a
situation.
VHS
So,
horror movie.
this
Should Julie
painting
be
is why you
called like
broke into my
the
office.
Dead Mouse?
So many
10
words,
10
so
million.
little action. When you barged into my office, Mr. Holmes,
Shady
I got
says
the impression you
shout
wanted
out
to talk
Marshall.
business. Now I see
Yes,
you had
why
come
wouldn't we?
just to talk.
Bro,
Exactly
I
what you
love
want.
marshmallows.
Get out.
It was necessary groundwork for what comes next. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the dead man in the camp are all the same person.
Your time is almost up, Mr. Holmes. Before
Now
you draw your
Mosswitch-
gun,
there is
finally,
one final
someone is
detail
getting
I need to
bullied by
mention.
chat.
The
and
young
it's
woman
not
your
us.
man was tasked to
Yeah,
collect
I
from
kind
the
of get
refugee
it
camp
because I was always kind of
defiled at
skeeved
the
out
first
by like the
masquerade
cheddar and
party.
apple
That violation was
pie.
captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference
I
for
mean,
his
that's
painting.
still horrifying.
The photo shows the
That's still
attacker's
something
face.
only
Fine.
only depraved Americans
That's
do.
why
Put
you're
a
here, Mr.
slice of
Holmes.
store-bought
You
American
have the
on a
photograph.
apple
No,
pie.
no,
It is what your
cheddar,
man was after
cheddar.
when he broke into Mercurio's apartment.
Not
and
craft
it is
singles.
what you're after
I'm pretty
too, isn't
sure,
it, Mr. Bernadotti?
like, the
You have the
normal
photograph with you.
formulation is just
How
American
much do you
cheese
want
on
for
there.
it?
I am not naive enough to carry it with me, but I am yet to decide what I shall do with it. I know the man in the photo is a British
Apple
envoy. What
pie.
interest
no,
do
sharp
you
cheddar.
have in his downfall?
Yeah.
So
I
it's
must
it's
admit,
slightly
I'm
better
rather
than I was
impressed
thinking.
by how
Yeah.
comprehensively you have pursued
Cheddar.
this matter.
I don't think craft
So,
singles
deserve
would
the honest
be
answer. My
bitter
business
enough
dealings are often
You know,
arduous
for the
in their
combo.
You wouldn't
A
even
man
taste
in his
them.
position, willing to look the
It
other
would just
way,
be like a
could
slight
ease my
plasticky
work
aftertaste.
significantly. In return, I will make sure no one looks his way either.
You know,
Favor
Shady, is
for
this an
favor.
advanced?
Also known as
Both
blackmail,
of
the
these.
modus operandi
I was
of
gonna say,
ancient
you know, I haven't had that
originally my
Gouda,
idea.
but I've definitely
Mercurio
cumin
set
Gouda
things
a
in
few
motion,
times.
extorting the envoy for the most trivial of
Cumin Gouda
ends.
cheese.
Money.
It really is. There's
In
cumin
response,
spiced
the
Gouda.
envoy
I mean,
hired
that
my
sounds
man to
really good.
retrieve
Yeah,
the
it sounds
painting
good.
And the photograph, eliminating
House
Mercurio's
Bannister
evidence.
has come back.
I only learned the whole story
He's hating
after the
this.
artist was killed in his home.
And rather than extricate yourself, instead you took over Mercurio's venture.
It fell into my lap. As a businessman, I simply seized
That's
the
out of
opportunity. Now,
Yeah, but
And
they're
this
not
cutscene
saying
has
that,
gone on so long, and I've missed so much of it.
they're not saying the P word, so it's fine. They can say
I cannot
whatever they
help but
want.
appreciate the collection of
Shady, I
smuggled
agree.
artifacts
Cumin
in your
is a good
storeroom.
spice.
You have rather
Goes
diversified your
on
business.
fucking anything.
how high and mighty of you, Mr.
I guess
Holmes.
Shady, you live in
Not
New
all
Zealand, so there's no
smuggling is
doubt
immoral.
you've had a
I
cumin
pay
lamb.
generous
She let
rates
me
to
cumin
developing
till I'm
cultures and
spiced.
Spread their culture to eager buyers. And furthermore, I supply many immigrants with a taste of home.
A very convenient
Most
way
of
of
I'm trying
thinking.
to
I have traveled wildly,
conceptualize
Mr.
the taste
Holmes.
of Swiss combined
I've seen
with
people
cumin.
in far-flung lands for whom
I
my
think it could work.
services are a lifeline. Without them, they would starve. The tax on cargo
Mosswitch
is often
sits
so
and
absurd
cackled at
that
your
it would be more profitable to
cumin till it's
simply
spiced.
sink your ship than dock it in the harbor. And trust me, I am speaking from experience.
What, Moss Twitch? I'm making fun jokes
Why
too.
did you send your man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the
Swiss
next
cheese
best
is
thing.
for the cum, not the
Securing
cumin.
her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was
On account
safer
of the
with
holes.
us.
That's
I did not anticipate what would happen at the camp.
that requires more thought from me.
I saw refugees
am
from the camp at
accustomed
your
to
warehouse. They
giving.
work for you.
I have made certain arrangements with City Hall and the police.
Shady House Manister
Thanks to
called
me,
upon the Lord and I
refugees
think
can work
ascended to
and be
heaven.
paid. It's a pathway to
I
freedom.
think Ezekiel
And how much do you
came
save
down
by
with his
capitalizing
chariot
on
and
their cheap
rescued House
labor?
Manister
I have
from
heard
our
no
company.
complaints. They seem happy just to get out of that slum.
They said I love having a slumlord.
Why should I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my
Yeah,
price
everyone
were not
always
money?
loves it.
You claim
They
to
love-
have connections,
People
Mr.
rent
Bernadotte.
because they like it.
Perhaps
Did you
could
hear what he
improve
said about
conditions for the
all of the
refugees.
artifacts he had?
Give them a chance for a better life.
Did you catch what he said?
I do have connections, Mr. Holmes.
John?
Yeah.
Help
I don't.
the
I
whole
know.
camp.
I'm not
You
catching
are asking
anything.
too much.
He said,
I could, however,
"Oh,
make arrangements
I get
for
those
one pack.
so I can give
woman
them
who was
to the
violated would have her own
refugees
home
so they can
outside
have
the
a
camp,
piece
solely
of
for
their
her
home."
and her child. She will no longer be a refugee,
He's
but
doing
a
philanthropy.
princess. That I can guarantee.
Oh,
It
he
is
still
possible.
sells them
It will
to
be
them.
neither fast nor easy,
Oh,
but I can do it. She deserves it, don't
that's
you
so
agree?
wild.
And
He's
as
like
for her
running
accuser,
a
he will
souvenir
serve
shop
me
for
as much as he
homesick
deserves.
refugees.
So in your
That's
plan,
his mafia.
everybody will
like,
be given their due.
scheme.
Especially
While
you,
making
Mr.
them work
Bernadotte.
for him.
Seems like a fair deal.
That's
no?
so weird.
I doubt anyone could offer you better. Simply give me the photograph, and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
All right, are you gonna give your Italian? I know what you're gonna do in response to this fucking query.
The front
This
door's
this
now
moral
open, sir.
quandary the game's
You can
presenting
get
you
through
with.
it.
It's not even a
If you
question
want
to
to,
you,
of
is
course.
it? The moment you got the option of giving the photo to Crime Daddy, you were like, "Well, the mafia is morally good."
Oh no 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 no.
Yes.
This is not in the United States, so it's very different. The Italian mob, the actual Italian mob,
This guy is
are
Italian.
No, exactly. The actual Italian
you
mob are extremely different and extremely worse.
You mean the Camorra?
Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, the Camorra.
I mean, kind of. I tend to disagree with your valorization of the mob.
You think the Camorra? Well, the Camorra are still around.
So is the mob. The Rizzuto family is still active in Montreal. We were just talking about Quebec.
Yeah, but that's not. Again, that's not America.
It's America. It's Upper America.
It's can't. And also, like, I can't talk bad about those guys.
Mothswitch says, I think we should buy up all the properties and charge big rent because I'm a home creator and people need homes. I'm a hero. Which everyone agrees with this.
Did I ever
not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear the robe and wig of a landlord.
Did I ever tell you about how my dad did work for
House Bannister? Yes, Pat is currently on his "the mafia is good" thing.
Oh, whoa. I just said the Camorras are bad.
Yes, they are. It's very funny that you're more willing to believe that a mafia that operates outside of the country where you live is bad than one that operates inside the country where you live.
But yeah, did I ever tell you about how
we don't
my
see
dad,
much
when he was a trucker, did work for that Montreal crime family?
No, I don't think so. I bet it was great.
Yeah, they literally were like, it's coats.
This earthenware came a long way from the Staffordshire
It's all
potteries.
coats.
Bernadotte doesn't miss an opportunity to occupy every
Right.
niche in the market.
He was.
There's been a full saga in chat. Shady has said, "I'm always so intimidated by my landlord in his cloak and rib," and then corrected rib to be wig. And then Mothwitch says, "My landlord removed his rib to S his own D," and then corrected rib to wig. Shady. Google Marilyn Manson surgery. What are some other good search terms? Kazaa.
Wow, John, they're really making me do the who suffers, who should suffer.
Who should suffer? Yeah, Shady, I was just joking because I was trying to find a way to make a joke out of the fact that it's such an extremely old meme. They're doing a different S his own D.
Interesting. So, what we've gathered is that everyone is guilty, but who do I help out? Do I want to help out Neela or the refugees?
House manager says in New Zealand you actually have to remove the rib on the other side in order to S your own D. And Shady says we actually add another rib. Yeah, you got to do it counterclockwise. So what did you ask, Pat? I'm sorry, chat is moving faster than normal.
Is there really nothing else?
Like nothing else that switches?
I guess. Well, I'm just normally you can do this to kind of get yourself pointed to different suspects, but we don't have any other suspects. It's only like, yeah, Bernadotti did it.
House Manager, stop roasting us. Stop taking turns roasting the two of us. First, he quoted you, and the quote goes, "I love it when the mafia co-opts unions in my country, but hate it when they do that elsewhere."
I didn't even say that.
And then he responds to my comment with 5 people in chat. John can't handle it.
I was gonna I mean,
true. I'm not used to this.
Listen, I don't like the mafia co-opting the unions.
Love it.
I think of it as
you're on record saying you thought that was the golden age. No.
Not that the mafia co-opted the unions, but being able to use the mafia as the strong arm of the unions
so the thing that didn't happen.
So they killed people.
You're into this hypothetical thing that didn't happen. Yes, they killed people in the act of making the unions more mafia friendly.
They killed
and
people.
Better
they killed
tools for the mafia.
I mean, like, that's the whole thing with, like, how JFK got his, what was he, a governor? Or when he was, before he was president.
Yeah, JFK, least compromised figure in American political history. Definitely the ideal we should be striving for.
No. Listen, let me finish the statement. Before he was president, he had like teamed up with the Boston mob to ensure his like political victory.
Yeah, Shady, this is the airport guy.
And you know, when he did that, he did a lot of pro-union policy making.
Yeah, he also ran to the right of Nixon on the Vietnam War. So
that wasn't that's not what the mob helped him do.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, JFK is not JFK eventually did some good things in politics. That is unquestionable, and was one of the better presidents of that period. But
I mean, the thing I'm talking about is before he was president.
Use JFK as like a paragon of political good. That's actually bad. He was worse before he was president.
Well, no, what I'm saying...
Before he was president, he was even more of a like anti-communist radical.
But he was like very pro-union in Massachusetts.
Yeah, because at that point, unions had been they had been stripped of their ideological character and any attachment to or appearance of socialism.
I'm sorry, were you there?
Were you? Are you just trying to end the argument by saying neither of us were there and so we should not speak on it?
Roll back the tape. I'm there. I'm visibly.
Look at the Zapruder.
Yeah, I'm there.
You can see Pat in the corner eating a big muffaletta sandwich. He's cumin all over Gouda.
Yeah. Ronald Reagan was the most successful union leader for SAG in the history of SAG. He was the most. He did basically the biggest strikes that improved their conditions the most. And
House Minister absolutely made that joke at Pat when I saw that. I think you should leave it. I accused him of being I look at my phone when I'm losing. And yeah, Moth Twitch, I actually, Pat talked to me about this Ronald Reagan thing, and I used it as an example of how unions had been stripped of their ideological character by the time, like, Reagan was president. Like, Reagan was literally at the transition point. The guy who recommended him, the dancing guy, what was his name, Pat?
Mr. Singing in the Rain.
Not Fred Astaire, the other one.
Mr. Singing in the Rain.
Yeah, literally no, not Fred Astaire.
Dick Van Dyke, no. I'm joking.
Gene Kelly.
Yeah.
Gene Kelly literally got brought before HUAC for, god damn it, and Shady and Modprop just trying to stare at me. Everyone doing it, this sucks. Gene Kelly literally got brought before HUAC for having socialist ties. He nominated Reagan. Reagan was like the moment. He was like the beginning of the era of the like de-socialistification of SAG-AFTRA and unions as a whole.
There is one thing that I intentionally kept from you
Shady
about.
says Gene Kelly is dead, John. I can't deal with this.
there is one piece of information about Ronald Reagan's stay as SAG president, union president, that I kept from you.
What?
Because I wanted you to praise him and not scorn him.
What? No.
I
think Reagan was a deeply compromised figure like every liberal at that time.
He did give McCarthy the contact personal information of every single SAG guild member.
Yeah, you know he did. You know he couldn't gargle McCarthy's balls hard enough.
Now, it's not, like, I don't believe that's
that was
proven.
maybe the one thing. That was maybe the one thing Ronald Reagan genuinely believed, like, in his heart. Is, like, all of the sappy shit he ever said about, like, oh, the evils of communism. He totally believed that shit. That was, like, it. That's his whole ideology. Das Manister, Gene Kelly on the grassy knoll, Gene F. Kelly International Airport. Oh, man.
So, here's the thing.
What?
We can.
I know you want to give it to Bernadotte, my dude. Just follow.
No, I don't. But here are our options. We can give the photograph to Vogel. I believe that's the clerk, so he can make everything public.
Vogel's just gonna hang it in his big pervy gallery.
We can give it to Bernadotte to blackmail Norton, and he makes Neela happy. Or we humiliate the envoy, give the photograph to Vogel, or we give it to Mr. Norton so he can patriate the refugees.
So, what do we get out of Bernadotte blackmailing Norton?
He takes care of Neela. That's
Just
it.
Neela?
That's it. Yeah.
And if we, I mean, I'm not super in favor of Sherlock's assertion that that Norton has to take care of Neela because that's like forcing a connection.
Bernadotte.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like the choice that we're being given, right? We're being given a quaternary choice, right? One of the choices is we blackmail Norton. He patriates the refugees, but doesn't pay any special attention to Neela.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the disadvantage that we're supposed to perceive there is that Neela is not directly being taken care of.
Yeah.
But in my opinion,
she would be because she's a refugee.
And forcing a connection between Norton and Neela seems like shitty. Like to Neela.
Well, no, Bernadotte is taking care of Neela.
Right, Bernadotte only takes care of Neela.
Yeah, not Norton. Norton doesn't do anything with Neela.
That's what I'm saying, is the disadvantage we're supposed to perceive in directly blackmailing Norton is that Neela is not directly taken care of. And I actually think that's good. It's not a disadvantage. So I'm into personally blackmailing Norton, at least so far. What are your arguments in favor of Vogel? Also, E.K. Hawkman, happy anniversary. I'm so happy to you.
I don't want people to be happy.
To you. So happy for you.
I don't want people to be
married.
happy until Neela's happy.
If I, the most single human being on Earth, can wish Eric a happy wife.
But what about Neela?
Then surely you.
You're taking the focus away from Neela, the victim here. Which is funny because, like, the crime we're investigating is the painting.
Okay.
This is all just stuff. I mean, the only thing that John, you're gonna think that this is funny. The only thing I have in favor of giving it to Vogel is that I think it would make John happy.
He just likes that.
I think he would like it.
Mohamed says you can't spell painting without pain. Why would John like that?
Because he likes it because this is us turning our back to justice.
Right. He did say that it is not our right to decide what's best for the refugee community, but we don't have an option that's like let Mila decide.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's expose everything. This is exposing the tunnels, Bernadette, Norton.
I mean, that's probably exposing everything is probably subjecting Neela to media scrutiny.
I don't know about that part. Because it just says, like, the envoy can either be trusted or forgiven for what he did. Humiliation and ostracization from an outraged Cordona are the least that he deserves.
I mean, definitely.
Well, yeah, because the thing is that in real life,
this is a horrible criminal, and
in real life, I wouldn't. Why would I trust? Why would I trust Norton to go through with the thing he's promising?
That's true. The way that choice was presented was like you just give Norton the photo, and he promises to do his best. Which that's absolutely not the way you do it. You hold on to that photo and you make him bleed.
Yeah, until he does it.
Yeah, Shady says merciless justice means no good thing comes out of it, though. Like, I tend to
wow,
agree. Like, you're not getting anything for anyone with that.
Yeah, I think we should white savior the refugees.
Okay, I agree with you that I don't trust Norton, but I think maybe in the logic of the game, it's like Sherlock will make this work. He's a genius.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because merciless justice implies that he potentially, like, that this is trusting him to carry out his word.
Yeah. House Minister raises the point, it seems like we can't trust Norton to not do this kind of thing again in the future. That's 100% true.
Yeah, in which merciless justice is the way that we expose the fact
we at least force Norton out and ensure he can't do this again.
But also, we make public the mechanism that allowed this whole thing to happen, right?
Oh, yeah. If you look at the history of public reaction to heinous crimes, people are always really good at investigating the systemic mechanisms behind why the crime took place.
No, not systemic. I just mean the tunnel.
That's why Rudyard Kipling, after the FDA was created in response to the jungle, said, "I aim for America's heart and hit them in the heart."
John Steinbeck.
That was not Steinbeck. It was not Kipling, but what was the guy's name? Jungle.
Fuck. You're right. It's the socialist man.
It was Upton Sinclair.
Yeah, the oil man.
And Shady says, "FDA, the airport guys." E.K. Hawkman probably got it. Oh, E.K. Hawkman got in after us. Maybe even with the stream delay. Damn. I am currently E.K. Hawkman. Imagine I'm doing all of Captain Falcon's taunts at you.
Great Gatsby? It was Gatsby, right? He wrote it, Mr. Gatsby.
No, Upton Sinclair.
Great
Gatsby.
No. Great Gatsby wrote The Jungle.
What? Yes. It was. Yeah, when on
GG.
From his mansion in West Egg, he wrote The Jungle.
Yeah, GG.
GG.
That's his first name, right? Great.
Mm-hmm. Grape Gatsby.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna poll in the chat. Expose crimes
we don't have polls. I don't know how to do a poll.
Alright, sound off. Do you think we should forgive Wow, did you trigger it into slow mode?
No, EK Hawkman just did violence to the chat. He's just like hammering his keyboard. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to unmod this guy.
Sound off in the chat. Should we go to the police and don't let the rapist and have the rapist go to jail and expose corruption, or do we get the Mr. Rapist to pass legislation for the refugees?
Shady refuses to vote. That's okay. You're not a citizen of the United States. You don't have the right. Shady says, "Make your own damn choice." That's not how democracy works. We have to argue internally about it.
House Ministers made a really good point.
Modprop is not a moderator. EK Hawkman is now a peasant again because I can't trust him with the button.
Yeah, I guess I'm leaning towards white savioring the refugees.
Do whatever you want.
Because if they're citizens, they're not gonna be next to the tunnel anymore.
EK Hawkman, eventually I'll forget what you did and give you your mod powers back.
Smaller evil for the greater good.
Damn.
There's a debaucheries committed.
Look, it's surrounded by blood.
I think they'd all be surrounded by blood.
Modprop, you can't have powers. Come on. Come on. I'll give them to you. Here, I'll give them to you, but I'll be watching.
Wait, is Vogel's the... Wait, is Vogel the art man?
You piece of shit. Mothwitch, some fucking horrible person allowed to remain a politician? No, what the fuck? Yeah, Vogel's the art guy. You didn't remember that?
What? Wait, what is he doing with this? Okay, I guess
he runs the newspaper.
I guess do we trust Vogel? But yeah, it's blood no matter what.
Yeah.
Look at him though, he's giving him a key.
Modprop, you blew that so fast.
Yeah, is it? I guess you could say we're siding with the devil we know.
You turn shield mode on. You click the shield icon.
Yeah, it's followers only.
I'm not giving it back. Modprop, it's you're gonna have to wait with EK Hawkman to earn my trust.
Why isn't N Shady a mod? Is N Shady a mod?
Yeah, Shady's a mod.
Okay, good. I can't remember which icons mean what.
Mothwitch does not want us to allow Thomas to stay in power.
Alright. Time to...
Shady, click the shield button. Everyone's just voluntarily surrendering their mod privileges.
Time to give the horrible rapist man the photo.
Really? You're gonna do that? You're gonna alienate Mothwitch.
I mean, you know what? Is that what Mothwitch wants? If that's the case, that's what Mothwitch gets.
Shady, I disabled EK Hawkman's shield mode thing.
Well,
I know it was you. It tells me who did it. Oh my god. Mothwitch just turned on emote only chat, and actually I'm cool with it. This is an acceptable decision. It at least doesn't clear chat history.
But now I have no answer as to what I should do.
Yeah.
But you know what? Moth Twitch is the only one that gave us a hard answer, which is don't give the blackmail material to the evil politician.
That's right. Mothwitch got the last word in.
Hey, Vogel.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned.
This is so much easier to keep
Have
up
you
with.
uncovered anything
He's so
new about the
menacing.
theft?
Listen to this music. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, Vogel's like a weird pervo.
Yeah.
He's very menacing.
Alright. Hey, here's the photo of the sex crime.
Oh, Shady has found an emote that says "not this."
Yeah, and Shady did say that merciless justice helps no one.
Well, it prevents Thomas from doing more harm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing.
Yeah, it hurts.
I mean, it prevents future harm. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, it doesn't help, but it hurt. What? Huh?
People are going absolutely wild on the mod privileges.
Huh. I guess that mods are exempt from emote only.
I guess so. And yet they continue to use emote only. Mothwitch timed out mod prop. Why does disciplinary
What is going on?
action?
This is
I don't know, dude.
What is going on with them, man?
I'm gonna have to look. Everyone's losing mod privileges.
Whoever posts the funniest emote, I'll give the blue sky code to.
Everyone's using it. Everyone's losing it. Except for Omahunek. I believe in the sincerity of Omahunek's desire to never surrender their powers. No, I'm taking it from everyone. Everyone's losing it.
What, even then Shady?
Shady clicked the shield button. And I'm turning emote only chat off.
Okay. Well.
Look, man.
It would be funny if you stripped it from all of them, but kept emote only chat on.
Where is that setting? How do I turn off emote only chat?
Yeah,
Here we go. I turned it off. Boom. Look, eventually you'll get your status back, but
to be
right
fair,
right now, you're what's the word I'm looking for?
in timeout.
You're all sugared up. You're all sugared up right now. I gotta wait for you to fucking come down.
To be fair, I believe I was the one who started the trend of me making everyone a moderator. So they're gonna have to wait until you are back in the saddle to get me to see if I'm feeling chaotic again.
Modprop says it automatically threw the shield up on him and it's not his fault and give it back. Modprop, you'll get it back eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And Shady was fluffer nutting.
Whenever I'm back to just being able to hit, because on in the Twitch side, the Twitch backend, it's really easy to mod people. It's just like a button press, right?
Yes, yeah. No, you just click on their username.
Yeah. So it's really easy for me to do it. So, maybe I'll feel chaotic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what? We want to legislate the refugees to freedom, but help the rapist?
Yeah, y'all gotta make this game decision.
How?
They're protesting.
So here's
House Manister says let him rot. Mothwitch says no helping rapist.
Yeah, so Moth Twitch and House Manister are pro justice, and Shady is pro smaller evil.
Shady's on strike and didn't want to help us in the first place.
Which one are you at? You seemed more pro smaller evil.
I don't think if it was me, I would not trust this guy. I wouldn't give him the photo the way Sherlock wants him to. I think probably the most unimpeachable decision is to just make sure he's fired.
Yeah, but you don't. So you want to make sure the refugees are in their sewer bed.
I mean, the problem is like the way the problem is formulated, or the way the responses are formulated so far, make it seem like we aren't actually going to do a good job of extracting a guarantee that he'll help the
I don't think it's gonna lie. I don't think the game is lying to us about it legislating the refugees.
Probably not. Probably the game is not lying to us. It is Sherlock. Like I said, I feel like the default assumption is that he's a genius and he can make it work. But they Mothwitch and others have raised a good point that Thomas is probably going to Thomas, if he continues to be in this position, is probably going to do this shit again.
Mm-hmm. He loves raping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all on strike now because I've unmodded on them.
John, I feel like you might be wrapping around to maybe we just give it to Bernadotti.
No, because Bernadotti, if we give it to Bernadotti, that keeps Thomas Norton in power.
Yeah.
I assume, well, if Sherlock actually did it the right way and kept the blackmail material on Thomas Norton, he could keep an eye on Norton and make sure he doesn't do any more raping, right?
Sherlock doesn't live here.
That's true.
He's not staying here for more than a week.
Shady says, now there's 7 people in chat and they've given up reading. But we will not be silenced. Look, man, I just feel like the strikers' demands are unrealistic, and I'm not even gonna read them until they come to the table with realistic demands, you know? I need to be able to pay chat a nominal fee so that I can train an AI model on chat and replace chat with the AI model. Pest Minister has called me John Pinkerton Cates, doxing me and insulting me. All right, Pat, you have to make this decision. You have to make this decision because we're in the midst of a strike.
It's a video game, man. I gotta do the video game choice.
All right, do it. Do as you feel.
This is the video. In real life, I would do the Vogel.
Mm-hmm.
But in the video game, I feel like I think about the moral decisions in the game Fable.
They're booing you now. They're all booing you. By which I mean one has booed you. Mothwitch says, it's a slippery slope, eh? And EK Hawkman is also aghast.
I guess but the thing is that EK Hawkman and Mothwitch weren't here when we were in the refugee camp.
That's true.
So,
Shady says, somehow choices get a lot easier when you ignore the people holding you to account. Damn, that's true. I'm beginning to understand and empathize a lot more with CEOs. I'm thinking back on all those times I decided not to read The Fountainhead because it seems like a big, long, boring book about bullshit, and that reconsidering.
Have you thought it all through?
I'll let it.
Onyx says, I miss the moral simplicity of dealing with elephants.
To see one refugee camp, see them all. They literally have been shoved in a sewer.
I gotta say, the option you're presented with here is literally give him photograph.
I know. I told you, he's gonna get the photograph, but we are going to get the refugees. you know, like, no longer trapped in the refugee camp. And, like, a whole big thing of, like, the way that the labor circle happened is that, right, is that they can't go and work otherwise. They're being smuggled through the tunnels so that they can do work and get shit. And to be fair, they
Continue
also
justifying yourself.
They also, I mean, the thing that was established was community policing against the thing that happened to Neela, right? After what happened to Neela, they stopped allowing the women to go through to be sent through the labor tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. It's time to argue more.
I wish I could label...
And he says, I have watched 100 people play this game, and this is the longest any human being has ever taken. It's a sensitive decision.
This is why it's taking us so long to get through this
Shady
game.
has said, I knew you were on a board, John. You have big CFO energy, which is both insulting...
Have you thought it all through?
Well, it's just insulting. It's insulting even though I know it's said facetiously.
No, I'm not. Because
I have, like, shoulder-length hair. House Manister insists you play this straight.
No. House Manister, the thing I was going to do as, like, a joke was label it as the moral pure, and then any say going forward would be tarnished. But it's true. I feel like we have spent so long on this game because we do this. No, the game in general. Game. Like, if I was playing this game on our own...
Every time we do overcomplicate the mystery choices, yes. You Mothwitch says, not to dox you, but your hair is closer to butt length than shoulder. Man, really? Is it getting that long?
I mean, oh yeah, I guess he's not talking about me.
I mean, maybe if there's if you have one long hair like the world's thinnest rat tail stretching all the way down to your butt.
Dude, I'm like, my finger's straining, hovering over the button.
Yeah, I know. I love that this is your choice. I love that I play Sludge Life, where the only choice is vandalize. and I just have a great time. I love it. There's no complexity to the decisions I'm making. They're all correct in the moral universe of that game. And now here you are, under the spotlight, losing your religion.
Yeah. The only thing, I can only do one thing in this, and that's put trust in government bodies. You know, yeah. Ruth Conda forever.
The thing Pat is always inclined to do is trusting institutions.
Well, I wouldn't be standing here in this fancy office if I didn't know how to pull the right strings. In fact,
DK Hogman got auto-modded.
The local governor will receive a decree signed by the House of Lords containing a request to repatriate the refugees in the name of the Crown.
From where did you gain such influence?
I never asked you how you found the photograph.
You're allowed to suggest that they do.
So don't ask the magician.
Wait, he's a wizard too?
But how can I believe you?
Ugh. I presume you do believe in my selfishness.
Bro, give me your spell slots.
The initiator of the refugee salvation will be none other than the British envoy, savior, and protector of those in need.
Oh, dude, he's gonna.
It's a win situation for me too.
He's gonna become like a literal white savior.
You deserve to be punished, but the greater good is what matters here. I won't bargain it for justice for Naylor.
I'm glad that this situation is over.
It will be over when you settle the matter of the refugees.
You have my word, Mr. Holmes.
Alright, and Shady, as a writer on this game, did we make the right decision?
Yeah, Shady, you gotta tell us. In the extended universe, does this man go on to offend again?
Mr. Holmes, you've returned.
In the moral calculus that I'm sure you did for this plot. Did we do more good than evil? What's the utilitarian sum here? Oh, Shady has responded. You are despicable.
I won't
no, haha, there are no good choices.
The thief is dead.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
No, he
It was an
magooed it.
accident at the refugee
One
camp.
presumes you were not
He impaled
responsible.
himself on his
Camera
own knife.
pans back
Life
to
is
Holmes.
nothing
He's
if not
covered in
cruel and
knives.
capricious.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not
Which I too
having
crave
a
the
good
return
day
of the
He's-
elephant sex
on account
balloons.
of his murder.
He's an art man.
Killed in his own flat by the
He's
same
got
person
these
that stole his
glasses.
painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio, perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
I
Oh,
found
you
the
think this
painting,
guy's
but
Moriarty? I
couldn't
could see it.
Well then,
He's just a little
where is it?
pervy guy.
In
I don't think
Bernadotti's
he's
office.
Moriarty.
Bernadotte?
What?
That shady businessman?
John, do you remember
Why did you steal
how
it from
this
me?
man met?
afraid
We
you'll
met
have
this
to ask him
man.
yourself.
Yeah, he was doing
I
his
take it you found
pervious
something more,
voice
then.
in the
What happened
embassy.
to your crusade of truth? Was it not
Oh,
that
I was thinking of the
important after
second
all?
time we met
No
him,
truth will
which was
satisfy
he
you,
was
Mr.
pointing,
Vogel.
painting
It was not an
a
attack,
still
Mr.
life
Holmes.
of
If you've
our
chosen not
mother's
to tell me,
tomb.
I respect your intention.
Oh yeah,
but
that's
it is
true.
just rather boring, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Well, now that we've resolved all of our
Hockman,
outstanding
don't worry, it's
matters,
an
I have a
aesthetic eye
gift
patch.
for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to
Sherlock's got that
Stonewood Manor.
8th grade
I am
syndrome.
told it belonged to your mother.
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption.
It
appears
also,
you were right.
I'm going to use my
Oh,
platform
dear.
to recommend that
I'd
everyone
hoped to be
should go to
wrong.
ModProp's
She was
haircut plug
Unstable,
and
mentally unwell.
follow them on
It
Facebook.
required sustained
did
specialized
anyone-
treatment,
yeah,
but her
what-
madness persisted.
You know,
I knew that
the
fire had
title
disappeared
about the
from the
blue
public
sky
eye.
code
I had
isn't
no
isn't
idea
fake.
of her
Anyone can
suffering.
have it. I don't want
Can't
it.
imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
Pat will give it to you.
Like, I put it in there because I want to get rid of it. I don't like looking at the invite.
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
Shady says Christopher Nolan's Moriarty with the caps and spaces. Mothwitch says that Vogel looks like a mix between Bowie and the CSI Miami guy.
Fuck.
He looks like if hold on. Yeah, he looks like if if Dana Carvey was starring in a David Bowie biopic, like a David Bowie Austin Powers type thing. And yes, Shady Vogel. Oh, I missed Vogel grabbing Sherlock's chin. Did they get romantic? Mothwitch wants to visit the elephant balloon. Now that we're an old pirate. Look at the elephant balloon. What are you doing? You're just charging into the house, ignoring chat's wishes. You won't even talk to me. You've gone unresponsive. He's in a fugue state.
Oh, the room looks nice now.
I made the mom's room
It's
not a
comforting to see
crime
the way it
scene
was meant to
anymore.
be.
Oh,
Nice.
that.
Except the horrible
on the bed.
strap is still there.
Yeah.
Doesn't look right.
They're threatening to strike again because you didn't look at the elephant
But
sex
no,
balloon.
that's how we're gonna end the stream.
Oh, we're gonna close out with a shot of the sex balloon. Okay.
Yeah. Is there any doors I can open?
They're all talking about how Holmes fills out the map, whether it's jumping into straw from high
Another
points
one.
into straw piles,
must be
as Shady
something-
and E.K. Hockman suggest, or if you have to get
Behind
shot
it, I
out of
can
the
see
Sheikah
it.
Towers. Mothwitch's finding mom's strap is always upsetting. You don't want your mom out on those mean streets where she gotta carry the strap. Why do we have a mermaid skeleton?
This is what Vogel sent us.
It's a bizarre
Mermaid
object,
skeleton!
oddly familiar.
Is this our mom?
That's our mom. We were always mermen. Come on, what is going on? We've seen this mermaid skeleton before. Look at all the film effects going on.
You know, I'm
Sherlock's.
starting to get the mermaid thing. I'm starting to get why they thought mermaids were hot.
It's because they got good skeletons, or just because, according,
Yes.
like based on
A
this.
room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Oh.
How did Vogel...
So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
We were looking at this mermaid all day and well into the night.
What are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not
Years have been
indulge this
unkind to
petulant
Sherlock.
tactic. You can
Look so much older than
Parried off it up
to
and
London with your
down.
tail between your legs.
Man,
Just tell me
10 out of
everything.
fucking 10 for any game
I'm
that
adult
lets
now.
your
Show me
outfit
the
come into
basic
the
courtesy of an
cutscenes.
explanation. You
Oh, yeah.
know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
Consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a
Fucking
normal
mustache.
childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man.
I'm the older brother now.
You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you.
Mostwich, you
and
bring
about
a
myself.
unique mix
I
of
feel
post-irony
unstable because
and
of you. Your
drunk
actions were not
New
justified.
Jersey
Lying
uncle to the
never is.
chat.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders
Look
with
how
the rich
cute the
and
parrot
powerful.
is.
You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
John, I can tell you weren't watching the cutscene because there is a scene when Sherlock's yelling in which the parrot is just madly hopping up and down.
Yeah.
Another one. There must be
E.K.
something
Hogman
important
Shady worked on
behind
the
it. I can feel
translation and on the writing.
A painting
Yeah,
of
the parrot
mountain.
rules.
No. Is this a mountain? Is this it?
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
This is what?
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
It
It
was
was
a
a giant
mermaid.
aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
There we go.
Impossible. It must have been something else.
Well, impossible. Sherlock, you saw her skeleton.
Yeah, that was a full mermaid skeleton.
Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm
Oh, it's
sure we
proofreading, not
started
translating,
examining
sorry.
it immediately. And someone else was around too.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really
Among
concentrating
it's more
and
complicated
holding
than that.
something in your
Shady
hand.
has revealed it. John is not Watson. He's a guy named John.
Because
The
his
John is spelled different.
Yeah, his name
and
is
he's our
J-O.
Tulpa.
His name is Jon. John Watson is John.
And eventually, in one of these games, Sherlock does meet Watson, and it's like
I
it's a different
inspected it with a
John.
magnifying glass.
I have
and was
to. I
able
mean,
to
it's either
confirm
going to
it was
happen at
made
the
of
end
two
of this
different
game
skeletons.
or at the start of
The mermaid was a
Awakening.
fake.
Because
And
that
so it was trying
game,
to smash
I haven't
the
seen
thing.
much because
Your
I want
mother
to
took a
remain
hammer
pure.
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
Oh, that's right. John wants us to not remember things correctly because remembering things is killing him.
Shady
The
says, yeah, we
workers
didn't
took
want it
the
to be
artifact
confusing, so
and
we named
placed
them the
it
same
into the
name.
cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details.
Well, Mahanek, you probably
This
heard
mermaid
me
helped me
call
to
him
learn that.
Watson because I thought he was like this kind of
No,
reboots
we
version of
we
Watson for a
initially
while.
we initially thought he was Watson, but then Shady pointed out that his name does not have an H in it.
Mothwitch, that seems to literally
Ah,
be
yes.
what's
My
happening.
mother's studio.
Our bad
She was an
childhood memories,
authenticator, and
recovering
this
them,
was her cabinet of
unrepressing them,
curiosities.
weakens our tool.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact
The
is
so-called
real
mummy
or
of a
not?
Persian
It
princess.
still exists.
The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
I didn't know ancient Persia had mummies. Good for them.
all
Hey!
kinds of them. Look, it's a Cthulhu.
Hey! What mad Arab made this? Do you think we have a Necronomicon? Oh hey, it's a guy. It's just a man.
It's a big man.
Oh, is
Look,
he?
it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best.
Oh, I remember these.
I'd be
We
upset
used them
if
to
he fell into
spar
the wrong
together
hands.
until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
Do you think Mycroft walked in on us with the spear and then a floating spear opposite?
Yeah, it wasn't the weapons he was afraid of; it was the ghost.
Oh.
Mothwitch, I'm in agreement with you, except when it comes to artifacts personally owned by Sherlock Holmes. Those should stay in Sherlock Holmes' house.
Who are we gonna give the Cthulhu statue to?
Yeah, we'll have to give that back to Innsmouth.
Please, Mr. Holmes, please escape a personal matter.
Monex says, I think Sherlock rigged up a pulley system to stab himself. He had a whole
Carefully
Rube
opened.
Goldberg machine. It was like the beginning of
Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Oh no.
Mr.
God.
Mycroft, what?
I shouldn't have gone for this because I knew it wasn't a movie I knew very well.
What movie?
It's that movie where the guy skips school and it's just
Ferris Bueller Days Off?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, yeah. It's like the Rube Goldberg machine at the beginning of that. I should have just said the Pee Wee Herman movie. Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Or
Shady Fred Astaire. Mahanek says you throw it back into the sea like the mysterious old man at the docks.
Thanks to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter and the death of Mrs. What? Oh. Huh. They fry him? Damn, Mycroft.
Mycroft, yeah, had to testify at this trial.
That's crazy. Why wouldn't he want us to remember this?
Shady's going on strike for
So
real.
many calling cards.
We have gone.
Mycroft liked
we
to
have
keep useful
gone
people
at hand.
well
Yeah,
past
yeah.
our usual stop time.
Yeah.
Reliable
See ya,
and driven.
Shady.
I recognize
Now
Mycroft's
that
handwriting.
now that you're gone, the leadership of the strike will collapse, and I can
Officer
bring in some
Luciano
scabs
J.
to the
Placido.
chat. Oh yeah, Dredge seems cool. That's the one about fishing in the Cthulhuid Sea.
Yeah, I 100%'d that game. I caught every variation of every fish, man.
Illithid Sea. Is that what?
This drawer it was always
Mothwitch's
closed.
new strike captain.
Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it
Mahanek
open
will be
and
the
spy
strike
on him,
man
but
at arms.
alas, had no success.
Who's gonna be this?
Maybe
Who's
today
gonna
is
be
the
the
full
strike
collection.
generalissimo?
Somehow
Who's gonna be
so
the strike
satisfying.
commissar?
Oh, they put the coins I
A full
got.
collection. It's somehow
You
so
got all the coins.
satisfying.
Yeah, I found all the coins like the good little puppy I am.
Go outside and look at that sex balloon.
Hold on, I want to... Who's this? Oh my god!
This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
Mottwich proposes we should involve the mafia, I think.
Man, John,
yeah, I think your strike movement could probably make a lot of use of the mafia, and I definitely, as the rich capitalist in this scenario, will not buy them out.
John, I've been thinking a lot about, like, last week we were talking a lot about what if Sherlock Holmes fucked?
This is a fairy photo, which we have been asking for. What if Sherlock Holmes fucked?
It got me thinking of, like, I think that there is a type of Sherlock Holmes I'd love to see, which is that it's Sherlock Holmes, but he believes in one specific, really specific fake thing as being real. Like,
like the Arthur Conan Doyle, like, fairy stories Sherlock Holmes.
Well, he believed everything.
Memory comes back.
But I mean, like, what if, like, he's confronted...
Sherlock Holmes only read one bad book.
And went to the
he's confronted with, like, oh, this guy wants us to think he's a vampire. This guy wants us to think he's a ghost. What if
Sherlock Holmes, but he believes in Shrek?
I was thinking, like,
Shrek-lock Holmes.
What if he believed in Frankensteins?
Yeah. What if Sherlock Holmes believed in Reiki healing? What if Sherlock Holmes sunned his taint? Sherlock Holmes, but he believes he can do no-touch knockouts. He's hovering, like, instead of the shooting
on the wall was
segments in this game, he's just like handsing over bad guys, and they're like doing pratfalls all over the place.
Sherlock Holmes, but he only believes in one specific alien, and it's like the Nord one.
Sherlock Holmes, but he believes in creature caught running behind a Google car.
He would. He would tell me. He would agree with me, man.
We never use the fireplace in the morning.
That one's real.
What if
Sherlock Holmes, but he believes every, like, tiny gnome TikTok out of South America he sees.
A soothing atmosphere. It's the little thing. I think this is what we're looking for.
Shady says Sherlock Holmes versus the Babadook.
I mean, Sherlock Holmes wouldn't stand a chance against the Babadook.
Mothwitch and E.K. Hawkman coming in at almost the same time. Yeah.
So what's there?
Sherlock Holmes, but he believes in trickle-down economics, or Sherlock Holmes, but he believes in capitalism. Truly, same brain in the chat.
Otto Richter.
Sherlock Holmes, but he thinks that cavemen and dinosaurs live together.
Yeah. Sherlock Holmes, but he believes in the Flintstones.
In his research.
Oh my god. Sherlock Holmes, who credulously believes, pursues, tries, and is disappointed
I will say,
by every supposed time machine, or alternatively, perpetual motion machine.
BBC Sherlock had a really lame version of this, which is that Sherlock didn't know that the Earth rotated around the sun.
Oh, yes, yeah. I mean, he forgot heliocentrism because it wasn't useful for solving mysteries, which is insane.
Yeah, even though he needs to know how shadows work, he needs to know how he needs to know about seasons.
Yeah.
But
he needs to be able to do solar triangulation, but doesn't need to know the relationship between...
Sherlock Holmes doesn't believe in flat Earth, but he believes in the ice barrier.
Yeah, he believes in all of the realms beyond the ice barrier. Mothwitch says Sherlock Holmes in that scene in Napoleon Dynamite with the time machine.
Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
Just so disappointed.
What happens in Napoleon Dynamite?
Single malt whiskey. Mycroft's favorite.
No.
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
Wow. Nice. Do you think we can find the samurai? Man, why doesn't he have...
Mothwitch says, They're discussing whether flat Earth or hollow Earth. Sherlock is
One of
better.
the most
and Mothwitch
ridiculous
suggests
fakes I ever
donut
saw.
Earth.
Its owner insisted it was a polar bear.
Sherlock
He thought
Holmes
the
believes
white paint
Earth
on
is
the
shaped
brown
like
fur was
Mobius from
noticeable.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
But the thing is that Sherlock Holmes can't be a flat earther because he has to understand how gravity works. Like, if you ever see a flat earther try to explain gravity, they lose their mind.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, actually,
this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish
if
Viscount.
the Earth is a disk
So he
of
tried to
uniform
persuade
thickness
everyone
and
that his forest
density,
was inhabited
then
by these beasts.
gravity would behave the same.
It would have
I
been
think.
thrilling.
If I recall my field rules.
Sherlock
from physics
Holmes, but he
correctly.
believes in the time cube.
Another fake Holy Grail.
What is the
Its
time
owner
cube?
claimed to be
Oh
the
my god, you
heir
don't know
of
about the
King
time
Arthur.
cube? Please bring up the
Scarcely
time
believable.
cube.
Oh wait, is the time
He
cube
also
the
insisted a deadly rabbit
the
was hunting
conspiracy
him.
theory weird cube? No. Earth has 4 corners, simultaneous 4-day time cube in only 24-hour rotation. 4 corner days, cubes 4 quad Earth, no 1-day god. Free speech in America is, scare quotes, bullshit. Evil educators block and suppress www.timecube.com. You are educated evil and might have to kill the evil one teaching educators before you can learn that 4 corner days actually exist. But all time cube truth denied. Dumbass educators fear me and hide from debate.
You should look
Layout
at
and
the
writing style of the time cube
you should look at
website.
the time cube drawing.
The one that says, the one with the arrow that says Jesus live here.
Einstein live here.
Socrates live here. Clintons live here.
Yeah.
I remember this
Clintons
cozy
live
blanket.
between Socrates and
Perfect.
Jesus, opposite of
Wigwam!
Socrates
Oh,
and
that was a
Einstein,
joy
opposite
to
of
build
Jesus.
them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side.
Yeah,
God,
the time cube is very complicated.
If we ever get to the point where we're allowed to have emotes, this is gonna be one of them.
The time cube drawing.
Diagram.
The time cube is so complicated that I can only assume that it's true.
Yeah, it
The
must
full
be.
plate armor of Sir Robert Swanford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armor is armor, but look at
Diagram
his sword.
illustrating an aspect of the
Oh,
time
how
cube theory
badly I
which
wanted
Ray
to wield
describes
the
as
blade.
a life encompasses a
Maybe you can
416
take it
cube
instead of your
principle.
pistol.
Wow.
Holmes is a patient of
Argues that,
interest.
among other things, Greenwich time is a global conspiracy. He uses various graphs, along with pictures of himself, that purport to show how each day is really 4 separate days. Sunup, midday, sundown, and midnight, formerly morning, early afternoon, late afternoon, and evening, occurring simultaneously. The following quotation from the website illustrates the recurring theme. When the sun shines upon Earth, 2 major time points are created on opposite sides of Earth, known as midday and midnight. Where the 2 major time forces join, synergy creates 2 new minor time points we recognize as sunup and sundown. The 4 equidistant time points can be considered as the time square imprinted upon the circle of Earth. In a single rotation of the Earth sphere, each time corner point rotates through the other 3 corner time points, thus creating 16 corners, 96 hours, and 4 simultaneous 24-hour days within a single rotation of Earth, equated to a higher order of lifetime cube. Wow.
Yeah, so like I said, it's so complicated it sounds like it's true to me. I'll be honest.
It does sound true.
like the thing is, it's like, what is he just describing? Quantum mechanics timeline or like 5th dimensional time? You know?
No, he's describing nothing. He's got a bunch of phrases that he's repeating that are very poorly defined, because this is a man whom scientific education has failed.
But he has drawings of himself.
Oh my god, Amahanek, a new Steins Gate with the time cube rules. The Steins Gate people are just straight up, like, they're doing cool anime poses, but just saying word salad. The Steins Gate guy getting horny about lesbianism and then just spitting out a bunch of word salad. Fuck.
Do you want to read the first thing about... You want to know some even more funnier stuff with Time Cube? Look at the first sentence of, like, the reception.
The reception? What do you mean the reception?
On the Time Cube page.
Oh, I have to go to timecube.com.
No. I was just thinking like it's wiki. It should be on like its wiki page.
Okay. Man, my browser's history is like organized by alphabet. This is weird.
TimeCube?
TimeCube. TimeCube was a pseudoscientific personal web
No. Go down to the reception.
Oh, reception. Ray spoke about TimeCube at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in January 2002 as part of a student-organized extracurricular event during the independent activities period. He repeated his $10,000 offer for professors to disprove his notions at the event. None attempted. Yeah,
You
because
can't.
this dude is,
MIT
this dude is
professors
fully-
can't disprove the time cube.
Oh my god!
You don't think any MIT professors could use that $10,000?
I think you could never get the $10,000 from this guy,
bro.
He's like barely speaking like language.
He's at MIT. They got him. They brought him to MIT to lecture on the space.
To a lot of what he's saying, so there's nothing to debate.
Yeah. Okay. How race intersects with the time cube, different races experience the time cube differently. Omani next talking about the racist part.
Yeah, I'm reading that as well.
Yeah.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that.
There is time cube eugenics, yeah. But I mean, look at it.
Unfortunately, Moth Twitch, if you dig too deep into basically any
Someone is rather
conspiracy
obsessed
theory,
with
you're
this
gonna
subject.
find eugenics.
Conspiracy theory or scientific theory?
The tulpa. Stories in Tibetan mentalism.
Pseudo-scientific
John!
conspiracy
I'm starting
theory.
to remember something.
What? Oh, is it a tulpa? Yeah, it's a tulpa book.
He's a tulpa!
Yes, he's fully a tulpa.
He's just a textual tulpa.
Maybe Sherlock read a book about tulpas and he's a tulpa.
I get this. This Sherlock's thing is he believes in tulpas.
Yeah, Omahunek Ray is not a religious psycho. He is a pseudo-scientist psycho.
He taught at MIT. He lectured at MIT about the time cube.
Rename this stream now, Tulpa Pod. Mothwitch apparently found out about the Tulpa thing like 3 weeks ago.
About
And
tulpas
has
in
been waiting
general?
for us to, no, about the Tulpa turn in Sherlock.
I mean, we've been saying he's a tulpa from day one.
I can't give you guys Tulpa powers without compartmentalizing
I used this
my
ladder
brain.
to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right,
And you guys do not want to. You do not want my brain to be your flop house.
We heard a noise.
Sherlock
I can't
posting
recall
on the
exactly
tulpa
what,
subreddit.
and we didn't have a great view from behind
Yeah,
the
Mothfish.
statue.
There's a Tulpa book, and the Tulpa stuff is happening.
Yeah, tulpa's canon. I love canonicity of tulpa. But we can escape tulpas, John. They remain real.
Books and papers from the
They're the
table
most
somehow ended up
relevant
on the
thing.
floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
I can't believe we got sucked into a completely different mystery when we were trying to just look at the sex balloon and leave.
Oh, no. I wanted to do this because I wanted to be able to buy the next set of furniture.
You suck. You're just keeping me awake so you can buy furniture off stream.
Yeah, 100%. This one's way better.
Probably didn't happen though, because John's immaterial. Mahunek says, I am become Tulpa. And Mothwitch says, don't tell me what I want. I'm just trying to help.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
Where am I wrong?
Concentrate.
Probably over there where they're hanging out and doing
Oh,
stuff.
anything John tells me is a lie.
Yes. He's the tulpa you built to preserve your innocence.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this
Amahanex
progress?
says, I feel like a tulpa is
Charlotte,
basically the
amateur.
epitome of just because
I'm
it
not
isn't
letting
real
you
doesn't mean
anywhere
it didn't
near my
happen.
mother again.
That's right. Consciousness
So
is
there
subjective
was a quarrel
experience.
between them.
Yeah, what
It
if...
is time to become a like 18th century idealist.
And time to brace the time cube.
Yeah, it's time to live across the street from Jesus and Clinton's.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out. Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here.
I'm waiting for you at Kurt Monchios's. Since you appropriate
An
outfit.
invitation that comes with a mask.
Alright.
We can't miss this, Sherry.
Oh
Monster
my
Tulpa
god.
Theory has a slight flaw because that one statue John climbed onto to find a clue. Montwitch, that can be explained by Sherlock seeing the reflection of the clue in the sun.
Well, no, whoa,
says,
whoa,
I can't
whoa.
wait for us to pick up a book in this game that says tulpas and
So,
time.
have
You're
any...
looking good.
Has anyone seen read The Shining? Because the thing is that in The Shining, Danny has a tulpa that is the expression of his psychic powers. So Sherlock could still have ESP, you know, projective viewing, like he's, you know, outer body projection. And John can be a tulpa. Like, both can be true.
Do you think Sherlock's a Esper?
I think Sherlock is an Esper.
Sherlock's part of the Akira program.
He's got the shine.
How can Sherlock look this sad next to an elephant sex balloon? Perfect. It's perfect. This me. What a great palate cleanser after a day of difficult moral choices.
Actually, I want to see that. I want to see that. I want to see what that back do.
What's going on behind this elephant? It's hard to tell. Can you go into first-person mode? Pull out your telescope. There we go. Yeah, give us some sepia-tinted elephant butt pics.
Oh. Come on.
There we go.
Come on.
Getting the close-up.
Ooh, give me that elephant taint.
There really is just a taint patch.
Uh-huh.
Monstwitch says, amazing how the helium has held up so well.
Who said it was filled with helium?
Yeah, elephants are naturally lighter than air. Normally they use little tiny fingers
I
on
imagine
the
Goliath
bottoms of their
was
big feet
surprised
to
to
hold
find
themselves on
out
the
his
ground.
lady was not real.
Yeah, Mothwitch, why would they plant that tree there? I guess they also strategically obfuscated a vagina in Vogel's art gallery, so maybe this is another attempt to keep the game chaste. All right.
Good
Now
night.
I had to do it to him.
Good night, my sweet prince. And elephantine princess.
Good night, the great clown Holmesiachi, Wakiachi.
Liz, you know, as soon as the stream hit ends, he's hitting that, right? He's climbing up that tree.
Pat, please. Their relationship is purely platonic. They have a beautiful friendship.
Not when I'm behind the wheel.
Oh no, he's inspecting his hands. What these hands have done. All right. Good night, everyone.